Yo,
Oh,
yo, yo, what's good?
just happy to be here, my brother.
That's what's up. You got a guest today,
Oh,
let's see. You got some help today?
yeah, man.
What's up, brother?
what's
What's
going
up?
what's going on, my guy?
What's up, Hawk? I'm Sauce. Nice to meet you, Hawk.
Nice to meet you too, man. What
Nice to
y'all
meet
up
you,
to?
brother.
Different toilet, same shit, man. You know what it is, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's funny that he just be over here, man, and we just the same shit that we do. Just we be talking that shit anyway, man. You know what I'm saying? So I said you might as well just come on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
That
that's what's
ain't gonna
up.
rather than kick you out when I start recording. You might as well, you know what I'm saying, join along. I was talking to your man, no layup today, man, and he had me going, man. He's a funny kid, man. I like
Yeah.
his flavor though, you know.
Yeah, shout out to my
It was
guy. What y'all was talking about?
Draymond and Steph.
He
He
loves
seems
some
to think,
Draymond, bro. He loves some
you
Draymond.
know what I'm saying? And I'm like, buddy, without the three best shooters of all time, he's
Right,
just a guy.
right,
He's
right,
just a guy, man. The numbers
right.
don't lie. There's not a myth. There's not a stereotype. There's no, it is what it is, yo. He is as advertised. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Right now, when you got the best shooter, the second best shooter, and the third best shooter ever of all time shooters around you, you look good.
Mhm,
Your jumper even looks good. You
mhm,
know what I'm saying? When you got those guys around you, because you're wide the fuck open.
mhm.
Not so much with Oubre and Wiggins.
Right.
And so
So what was his argument? Like what was he saying?
well, I led him to, you know what I'm saying, come out that it was purely defensive.
Right.
Purely defensive in the way he anchors a defense. Not so much shuts anybody down, but you know, he controls the paint area, you know what I'm saying, kind of isolates bigs, and whatever. I'll give him that. He didn't want to admit that Andre Iguodala is the greatest defensive closer ever. But that would again take away from Draymond if he had said that. So I understood, but
You think Iggy is the greatest defensive? Why do you say that?
how many turnovers has he caused against the greatest player of all time in the last 2 minutes of NBA Finals games?
See, that can't be your argument for
It's
why
like
he's the greatest. You can't bring in somebody else as why he's the greatest closer. See,
that's the bar. We're saying
no.
the greatest player
How
ever.
many times has he stopped LeBron? Like all time.
Nobody stops
Yeah.
LeBron.
I'm just saying though. So like, if that's the bar, no, that can't be it. You probably say one series where he's really limited Bron, right? Like one.
The one that he won the finals for, and then the two in Cleveland, he's got 7 turnovers against the man in the last 2 minutes of the game. Come on, man. Like he's closing the game. With the ball in the hands of the best player in the world.
Okay.
He's creating turnovers with the game on the line. That's results. Durant ain't guarding him. Draymond ain't guarding him. Clay ain't guarding him. And he coughing the ball up.
But who was Draymond checking at the time? Kevin Love, right?
Or Tristan
he
Thompson.
was checking. He was checking.
Pretty sure it was Tristan Thompson, but we'll say Kevin Love.
All right, probably one of those guys. That's why he wasn't checking LeBron. It's not like he couldn't check LeBron. It was just he needed to check Kevin Love. I think it's more about a matchups thing, like when they was going against Cleveland. Like me personally, that's what I think. What you think?
My theory is you're not gonna stop anybody. You can only contain them in the league. So I feel as though he might have an argument on that because, like, in the finals, who can you think of as one of the greatest defensive closers of all time? Like guys like stepping up in the final minutes, like Ben Wallace, like that actually you've seen like prove work in the finals and close in like league games defensively.
I want to know who Hawk thinks is the guy.
Yeah,
Are we wrong?
No, I'm not saying you're wrong. I just want to hear your reasoning. That's all.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily have a dog in the fight, so I just want to hear your reasoning. So I'm not saying you're necessarily wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's good reasoning.
He's won 3. One, he was the MVP. The other 2, with the games on the line, the close games, because all them games were close. After his finals MVP, we're talking about 9 games.
He said the greatest defensive closer.
We're talking about 9 games, right?
Mhm.
Some of those games were blowouts.
Yeah.
The other ones that were close,
Mhm.
Andre Iguodala is on LeBron James turning the ball over with the game on the line. Consistently.
So it sounds like, is it fair to say Steph has had a whole lot of help? In these championships.
Yeah.
All right, because now we're talking this. Now I'm gonna go with y'all argument. Now you're saying he got the greatest defensive closer.
Mhm.
And he got one of the greatest defensive players, period, right?
Defensive player of the year.
One of the greatest shooters ever, including himself.
Mhm.
He had one of the greatest scorers of all time. That's a lot of help.
Mhm.
And he has no finals MVP.
But it goes back to what you said. It's all about scheme. Because remember, they were winning with Harrison Barnes.
That's a fact.
Remember that. They
73 and 9.
Yeah, with Harrison.
That's a fact.
So basically, like when you're running with 2 of the greatest shooters of all time, and you're running up and down the court, and it's just in the way the game is now, they revolutionized the game. The pace and space game now is because of them. Going up and down, teams scoring 130 points now. It's because of them running and shooting.
What position did you play, son?
Well.
What position did you play?
Point. But
Yeah.
I was like Steph. I like to shoot the ball.
Yeah.
You might like to shoot the ball. Real quick, I hate to interrupt you. I'm gonna let you finish. But real quick, your man said something to me that this is why I like this kid. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nole. This is why I like it. He disguised Steph's role, which is to initiate the offense and move without the ball. You know what I'm saying? Go through screens, you know what I'm saying? Create opportunities to get himself open, and that creates opportunities for everybody else. He disguised that as playmaking. Is that a backhanded way of playmaking? And that's why I asked the question about what you come off to me as a traditional one, as does this young man. I am I kind of had to move to the 2 later on, but as a OG one, is that playmaking?
See, I think is about the definition of guards, like lead guards, and because people don't really go about traditional point guard like that anymore. People don't go by that. So with Steph, it's more about the spacing that he creates. Because if you watch them play, he does have great playmaking ability, but they just go through Draymond, as the quote unquote point forward. That's the only difference. So Steph does have the ability, bro, but shit, when you can shoot it like him, you know what I'm saying? That and you got to think that is quote unquote playmaking because it extends the defense so much.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying?
Off ball. You got to think about that.
Yeah.
Plays so much. His conditioning to play off the ball like that. Bro, you know how many back screens and pin downs you got to run through all of that.
Right.
Well, all that's necessary because he's 6'3" and he can't really, even though he's been creating his own shot this year because he has to, it's easier to do that than to give him the ball and say shoot a 3.
All right. Ray Allen did the same thing. Rip Hamilton did the same thing. Those guys are bigger, taller than Steph. They did the same thing. Reggie Miller, same thing. You just don't like Steph. That's all it is. You don't like Steph. No, you don't like Steph. That's all it is. You don't like Steph, bro. That's all it is. No.
Perspective. You're in 9th place. You're not in the MVP conversation. That's my only thing.
Why not?
What? What's the value in losing?
See, we got to get back to that.
Value in losing.
We're gonna get back. We gotta get back. We gotta save that.
Whoa.
We gotta save that.
All right, put a pin in that. But my man just said he's out there by himself, right?
Literally.
Andrew Wiggins' career output is equal to Klay Thompson. I've already done the research. The how is different, and that's the only difference is how Klay Thompson scores. But Klay Thompson's scoring output is identical to Andrew Wiggins.
Klay got hard.
Kelly Oubre offensive output is identical to Harrison Barnes, and he still has Draymond. I don't want to hear him got no help.
Listen, first of all,
the only difference is the how. The
what
only
is
difference is
no,
the system
bro.
is
We're not about to say Andrew Wiggins is Klay Thompson. No,
We're putting up
no,
the same amount of numbers.
no.
I keep hearing that Wiggins is solid on defense this year.
Klay be locked. Klay should have a lot of like all defense.
Yeah.
He's gonna lock up a guy when you got
Bro,
Anthony
Klay
Iguodala.
check Kyrie, bro. Klay check
Yeah,
Kyrie.
Klay locks, bro. I be trying to tell y'all.
I didn't
Klay-
say he scrapped Kyrie, but that's who was checking
what's
Kyrie,
his-
bro.
And what's he gonna go down in history for checking Kyrie?
All
You
right.
got that?
No, he didn't. Steph did. Steph did. Nah,
That's-
Steph did. That was Steph, bro.
That was Steph that time?
Yeah, see, you hate Steph so much, bro. See?
He got Clay a couple times too.
No, he did. I mean, that's Kyrie, though.
He right
That's
that
Kyrie.
dude.
That's Kyrie. But how
Kyrie.
many twos can stay with Kyrie? Like, that's Kyrie, though, bro. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, I'm with him, bro. Like, come on, man. We can. You watch Golden State play, you know that's not a good team, bro. What do you want that man to do, bro? That man had 30 straight.
I just
He
don't
had
like
30
sliding
points,
scales.
10 games straight, bro. 30
I
points,
just don't like
30 plus
sliding
points.
scales. I just don't like I just don't like sliding scales. We're talking about having help.
I think I get where you're coming from, too.
Russell Westbrook had
Yep.
less than what Steph has now.
I knew
Was
it.
sixth place, led the league in scoring, led the league in PER,
Mhm,
and averaged a triple double.
mhm.
And people had a hard time giving him the MVP.
You talking? Oh, okay. This is MVP.
But Russ,
Okay.
He was the most efficient. He led the league in scoring, and he averaged a triple double. And he took Steven Adams and the real Oladipo, not that fake 1 year in Indiana Oladipo that y'all got. The real Oladipo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For the knees.
Right. Come
Yeah.
on, man.
but
I don't like sliding scales.
that's the thing. Steph is a better player than Russ, but Russ is a better all around. I don't know if this makes sense what I'm trying to say, but I think Steph is just a better basketball player, and I don't know how to say it, but like Russ can do a lot more things than Steph. Like I think that is true.
It's because of this all. Scoring is a weighted stat. At the end of the day, you can
Right.
do everything, but if you can score, that's a weighted stat. It's like if you're grading paper, and we're
Right.
grading, you know what I'm saying, for the year. You know,
Right.
quizzes, homework is worth 10 points, quizzes are worth 50, but the final exam is
Mhm.
going to be worth the most. And that's
Mhm.
what scoring is. And
Mhm.
Steph scores so much more efficiently than Russ.
Right.
And that with if you weigh everything, if you put everything on the table, Russ does everything better, but the one that means the most, Steph.
I think Steph understands game situation better than Russ too. Because I don't want to say basketball IQ. I don't want to say basketball IQ because I think that's like saying they're dumb or whatever. But I think in certain situations, like Steph understands winning time. I think Russ just is fucking
Explain
Russ.
the finals then. We gotta stop. We can't keep doing this. But explain the finals.
I mean, what do you mean? What's the finals for Russ? What was the finals like for Russ?
He outplayed Durant and Harden.
I mean,
You watch
what is Durant? What was Durant numbers? Like
numbers live, man.
what was?
I saw effort.
You
I
can't-
saw effort.
You can't just talk about Russ stats and then say numbers live.
No, I didn't say, but it's not saying y'all played him.
Because Russ be having a lot of bullshit rebounding stats too.
Box him out.
Russ is a point god.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Nah,
that's
that's
true.
right.
That's a fact.
You don't appreciate him.
That's a
If
fact.
you ask me,
Some of us don't.
you don't
That's a
like
fact.
take the ideology and some of his IQ decision makings.
Mhm.
Like he's hooping. Bro. You're not gonna see nothing like that.
That's a fact.
Remember when he
You
done
gotta
that for
respect that. Like you gotta respect that.
that crazy stat line when Nipsey died for Nipsey? Yeah, like
Right.
40, 20, and 20 or something like that.
Now when he
Yeah.
gets into the playoff, now when he gets into the play-in game, and he wins a game against whoever the ninth place team is, then he wins one against whoever wins that other game. I think the narrative might change a little bit. He probably still won't get out the first round per se. You know what I'm
They're
saying?
not going to the playoffs because you know why?
Why?
Bradley Beal.
Wow.
You done had two different point guards and you can't get it to work. That's
They're gonna
you.
get in with the
That's
play-in.
you. That's you as a player.
How can they go get in?
They
I
got,
got
I
them.
hope they do.
I got them in the Pelicans game.
Yeah, I hope they do. Steph is the greatest shooter of all time. I just want to say that. Period. Generational
Before,
player.
Period on that thing.
Before 2021 started, I had Clay as the best shooter ever, but Steph has shown me something.
Listen, did you watch last night? Did you see last night, man? Did you see the game last night?
I went to a Dominican birthday party at about 4 p.m. yesterday, and about 7:30 p.m. I didn't see anything else.
You probably didn't get home about 5 a.m. Them parties
No,
be lit too.
I was right here in the back. I came to the house. It was right
that shit
outside. I came
lit
to the house,
too.
charged my phone up, and that was it. I sat down, and I didn't get back up until about 5 this morning.
True that. So, C's, I know you're a big hip hop guy. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna transition to our next segment. I know you're a big hip hop guy. Took a big loss. Rest in peace, DMX.
It's crazy that we haven't even had time to talk about DMX. We got to talk about X and Black Rob.
Facts. Yeah.
Crazy.
Because I didn't even have Black Rob on the lineup at first.
Yeah, he wasn't
That's
on
crazy.
the lineup, man. But when I
On the
think
lineup
about
at
X
first.
now, they
Yeah.
would go down together.
Yeah.
So I'm always gonna think about the two of them together because how quick, easily they died. And then they say death comes in threes. So I'm like, who next, man? Like,
Yeah.
jeez. Hopefully nobody else from that song from 24 Hours to Live. Jeez, like that could be a horror movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I mean?
That's a
But
fact. What was y'all like intro to DMX? You know what I'm saying? I know like we was all young. Well, I was a little younger than C's.
everybody's a little younger than C's.
C's was in high school. I was like elementary.
Well, look.
What was y'all moment though? Like when was y'all first heard of him?
Yeah, so
Man, Get At Me, Dog.
Mhm.
When I heard that, I was like, yo, who is that? I was like, he barking? Like, dog barking? Who was doing that, bro? Like, man, like, when I first heard that, I was a kid. I ain't even gonna put a stamp on that, but I know I was in elementary school. And hearing that, like, the energy, the passion, you get what I'm saying? Like, his cadence,
Yeah.
it was something like, we had just like lost Tupac like a couple years before that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, who's this bald guy? Like, you feel me, on the scene? What is dude? Like, he coming. That's when I was like, yo, he gonna be a force.
Right.
He gonna be a force.
Right. I heard him on the 4321 record, and that was crazy because we was in the era of the shiny suits. And then he just came out all grimy and greasy, and I was like, wow, I don't want to see him in a dark alley. You know what I'm saying? He just never stopped from there. Like, he just kept getting better and better from there. You know what I'm saying? So it's real tough to lose that one, man. You know what I'm saying? That was a real tough one. He was a real guy.
My older brother actually put me on the X. I think it was Get At Me, Dog. What was his other one he released? It was like the same time.
The Rough Riders Anthem?
No. It was another one.
Not Being Greedy?
That one.
That's
my God. Listen.
Wow.
That was the shit. My brother put me on that. Like he said, that energy, that barking, like he was like that motherfucker was different. You know what I'm saying? Like X was different, man. X was different. And for real,
running. That's when you hear I'm coming.
And you really but look, if you think about it, like when we talk about athletes, like that's kind of how Russ is. Like Russ is, that energy, the way his fans, support him, and you know what I'm saying? He got them loyal fans like X got. Like X, you seen like that like Woodstock, what was that, 99?
Yeah.
A lot of people,
Crazy.
man.
That's a lot of people.
Everybody
bro.
knows your song. That's a lot of people, man.
All different races. Like that's the kind of impact you want to have on people. You know what I'm saying? Like when you leave this earth, like I don't think I heard nothing about him yet. Like no bad story. Like, and that's the kind of impact you want to have on people. Like regardless of what you do, like, whatever your profession is, you just, you know what I'm saying? That's what you want people to say about you, like all good stuff.
Even, and I hate to touch on this, but I think we could touch on it in a good light at this point. Even with the drug use, you still never heard no bad, you know what I'm saying? I don't think he died from drug use, just to put that out there, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you never heard like he had an embarrassing moment because of drugs. He, you know what I'm saying, was in public like he went to jail because whatever, blah, 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 you know what I'm saying? But like that was still like, I can't think of no embarrassing, like Dr. Dre beat up a woman. Was DMX have one of those stories?
No.
I don't think so. I might be wrong, you know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking out loud, but I don't think so. I think it was all love with X, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'll double up on that. What's that dude that came out for dragging his girl? He cheated on his girl, made his girl apologize or something. So Cameron said to him, like, why are you coming out now? We ain't heard from you since. Yeah. Why are you coming out now? DMX wouldn't like that. Don't use DMX to hawk nose.
Yeah, Derrick Jackson.
Derrick Jackson. Yeah, Cam does not like Derrick Jackson.
It's like don't use DMX would never stand for that.
Right.
You cheated on your wife and made her look stupid. Jim.
Right. Right. Yeah, DMX would not
integrity.
Yeah.
Hawk, you said something real I want to touch on. You called Russ the DMX. You said he's like the DMX. I feel like that because it's like whatever DMX does, you know it's from the heart.
That's
I can't be mad at him. That's why Russ a terrible play, but I know he giving us everything he laying it out.
You can't question. You'll never question Russ' effort. Like you'll never question that. That's one thing about it.
Yeah, that's my thing.
Question it. Right.
But the guys who get the glory, I feel like I have been able to question their effort at times.
But
AKA James Harden, I've been able to question their effort.
Yeah.
But what do I always tell you about the media and how they back certain players? The media, 90% of the media guys never play sports. They pick and choose who they want to back. Like that's how the shit goes. Russ is, and they're gonna back the guys that I ain't gonna say support the media, but give them access, give them interviews. Russ is like, man, I don't give a fuck about the media. Same way Kyrie is, same way KD is. So, but I fuck with Russ. I fuck with Russ. But I just see it's a difference like in him and Steph. I think like if I had pieces around Steph would fit in. You know what I'm saying? I think he'd easily fit in. You know, he's a pretty unselfish player. I think with Russ, he can do a lot. It's kind of like LeBron and KD. Like you brought that up on Twitter one day, Steve, about how LeBron just does so much more than KD. Like, you know what I'm saying? KD needs more pieces around him, so he don't have to do as much. I think it's like the same thing.
Yeah. Which management style do you like better? And I'm putting KD in that GM caliber that we've always held LeBron in. So, like I'm saying, LeBron kind of builds the team around him. Durant, on the other hand, kind of builds the team, and then he's just like, all right, I'm just here. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen a megastar not be the first option. That's just crazy. But it's terribly efficient. It's incredibly efficient.
That's stressful.
It's incredibly efficient. OKC with Russ and Harden, they initiate the offense and they initiate it early, and the defense has to react to that. Right. You have to react to Russell Westbrook and James Harden at the top of the key. Right. So automatically, Durant's got it. He's got it easy. He's not the first option, but once the ball touches his hands, the defense is exasperated. Then he goes to Golden State, and of course, Steph initiates at 35 feet. You know what I'm saying? So now the defense includes
spread out,
is even more exasperated. You know what I'm saying? And now in Brooklyn, it's Kyrie, kind of the same as Russ, just way more efficient, and Harden 2.0, the new Harden, not OKC. Like the defense can't do nothing with those two. So imagine the second layer of the offense, which is Durant. He's, as opposed to LeBron now, who's got to initiate everything for everybody else.
So do you feel like KD can't carry a team? You feel like he can't?
I feel like I've never seen it.
Not even his MVP season? When Russ was out?
Russ was out that year, bro. He was hooping.
You remember that year?
I mean, but it's like,
how long was Russ out?
He was out the whole year.
I'm gonna just tell y'all what. When he got beat by them that one year, he seemed like it's like fighting Thanos. Like You
Yeah.
got to collab to beat Braun, because Braun gonna collab. Braun, like me and him just touched on this. He gonna always pull a stretch four. Talk to me, Hawk.
Right.
Bosh, Love,
Right.
AD. Like how you talk about team building, Braun need that to
Right.
stretch the flow. So when he get in that lane, he got some that
Yeah.
he pulling lane. He pulling, you know what I'm saying? So I think
That's why AD works. That's why AD works so well. That's why AD works so well. Because he don't need a guy that's gonna clog up the lane. You know what I'm saying? Like Braun gotta have a guy. He gotta have that lane open. So I think that's why AD works really well. That's why I don't think Drummond is gonna work. In the playoffs time. Because Braun is, Braun need that lane open. So
they're gonna go small, Hawk. They're gonna wind up during
they
the
got
stretch
to.
other out. Watch.
He got a 40 burger out of Mozgov. You don't think he can get nothing out of Drummond?
Not in the playoffs. Not in the finals. It depends who they play. Because their best lineup doesn't have Drummond their best lineup not gonna have Drummond in the game.
It's gonna sound crazy to y'all, but Mozgov is actually more skilled than Drummond. Drummond's he's more
trash. C said Drummond is top 3 center in the fucking league.
Because nobody plays center. Who else plays center?
Lonzo Ball is a better center than fucking Andre Drummond.
Yeah, European be skilled.
I mean, there's Jokic, and then there's Embiid.
Embiid, shit, goddamn, my man from Portland, I can never think his name.
Nurkic.
All right, Porzingis.
Is it a 5?
European big skilled.
He's a 5.
Oh, Sabonis. Them big.
Yeah, Sabonis. Yeah. Vucevic.
This has nothing to do with nothing. Sabonis is a 5.
Jared Allen. Yeah.
What is
Miles Turner.
Yeah, Miles.
I don't know. They got
Miles
2
Turner's
5. They got 2
He
5.
can stretch the floor.
Yeah, he's like a 4. Miles Turner more of a 4 in that line. In their lineup, do they play both of them together still?
Yeah,
still play that
I think
double team lineup?
I haven't seen that because every time I see one is out and one is playing. You ain't noticed that too?
Yeah. I definitely noticed that.
Playing.
But I think Braun can make a lot work, but I think their best lineup just doesn't include Drummond because he's clogging in. Like, what is he gonna do? Like, okay, when Drummond rolls, he's not a good lob catcher. I think he had like 5 lobs he's caught this whole fucking year. So he can't do that. He can't shoot. So what is he gonna do? He's clogging up the lane. AD can pick. He can, he can roll. He can pop for the 3. That's their best lineup with AD at the 5, especially if you play Brooklyn. You play Brooklyn, AD got to be at the 5. That's going to be because you got to have AD, you got to have Morrison, you got to have Kuzma, you got to have Schroeder, Casey. Well, I'm sorry. One of them, Braun, Schroeder. Who else you got to have in? AD.
You got to have Braun, Schroeder, and KCP.
Yeah, that was the 3.
KCP, and then it's Kuzma or the twin.
Yeah.
Right. I go with the twin. Yeah, I trust the twin more than Kuzma. I trust him more than Kuzma. To be consistent.
Crazy, yo.
At what?
Whatever the fuck. Be fucking tough.
Again.
I'm not saying he's listen.
Scoring is a weighted stat, and that's what Kuzma does. But
that's
Kuzma's only on this team to get buckets. He's only on this team.
And he don't even do it.
Morris is he
just had a 30 burger.
Who
so did Andre Drummond. So
Kuzma's only job is to score. His job is not to be a good defender. His job is not to facilitate for anybody. His job is only to score.
Well, here's the thing. They're gonna have to hide him. And they hide players that can't guard. So they're gonna have to scheme a way to hide him.
We're gonna have to hide everybody against Brooklyn.
That's a fact.
Yeah, but Braun.
Except for KCP.
Braun against Durant in the finals has been what?
So who Braun gonna guard?
You tell me.
He's gonna have to guard somebody.
He will guard KD.
Durant. Yes.
How does that work for him? How does that work for him?
It ain't gonna work out too good. It ain't gonna work out too good.
We have to hide everybody. That's what I'm saying.
No. KCP gonna have to guard Harden. Schroeder is gonna have to guard Kyrie.
You gotta hide everybody.
Kyrie
no matchup that you just named is fair to my LA Lakers.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is you can contain them better. You ain't no containing with Kuzma. They're gonna eat him.
And you can slow the game down.
Every time. Whether it's post, whether it's facing up, whether it's guarding me, he cannot guard, period.
So go through that. Let's go through their def lineup. Let's say it's Blake Griffin.
Right.
Oh my goodness, it might not even be Blake Griffin. It might be Claxton. It might be Jose
or Jordan.
Ooh, might be DeAndre.
Yeah.
All right. AD on one of those guys. Lakers.
Mhm.
They're gonna put Jordan on AD or what the other one of those big.
Ooh,
KD,
that'd be ugly. That'd be
Yeah.
ugly.
because they're not gonna put KD on AD. That's not happening.
I don't think
Why?
DeAndre gonna be in the game.
Guard.
I don't even think DeAndre gonna be in the game closing time.
Yeah, it's
I
either
think-
one of the bigs, like you say, Claxton.
Jeff Green, one of those guys.
There
Jeff
we go.
Green.
Jeff
But-
Green can guard AD. It's not like y'all think, but you know what I'm saying.
So
Contain
you got Schrader being able to stop Kyrie Irving.
You know what?
No.
Tell him the N word, bro. Kyrie's gonna do him like Ali did Liston.
He's going to do
What's my name, boy?
he's going to do him
Bucket.
very.
What's
dirty.
my name? What's my name?
James Harden against KC probation.
That's gonna get ugly too. But
Joe Harris against who's next on the line?
More
Kuzma or the
The
Twins?
Lakers do play D.
I got-
The Lakers
I
do
got-
play D though. The Lakers do play D, bro.
Yeah, because Joe
Listen,
Harris.
we're
yeah.
asking a lot, but we're asking a lot.
Slow the game down. Gotta slow the game down. D up.
It'll be
Got
all right. Y'all get Lowry next
Okay.
year. Y'all be better. Y'all be
Okay,
good.
slow the game down and have to guard the James Harden and Kyrie Irving in the half court. That sounds like a great plan.
Yeah.
Sounds like a great plan, and then leave LeBron to anchor the defense with a lingering Kevin Durant.
So do you think the first meeting or the second meeting was more indicative of how this will go in the playoffs?
I can't really say. There's nobody's. Have we ever seen full team against full team?
Yeah, we haven't. That's one thing. They're doing that on purpose.
I
They're doing
I don't think Brooklyn is gonna be full in the playoffs either for some reason. I just feel like they're gonna be down one.
that.
Somebody.
Me too.
Yeah,
And-
I about it. How about it? The
And you're
best
seeing it
ability is
now.
availability, and they all have a history of injury. Harden, the most sturdy of them, has got a lingering hamstring now,
Mhm.
and he's the one that they say doesn't show up. You
Mhm.
know, so you're right.
Mhm.
You're right. That's been my caveat. That's been my whole thing as a Laker fan. Like, these niggas be hurt all the time, all of them. So I'm not really worried. That's a thing in the NBA. People get hurt, and that
Mhm.
affects how the end of the season looks.
Mhm.
So I don't really be worried about that. I'm more worried about our health. You know what I'm saying? How healthy is Anthony Davis? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Can I ask you something?
sure.
How hurt is KD?
I heard this kid.
I feel like KD is doing what y'all doing. They chilling, I'm chilling. We see y'all in playoffs.
Mhm.
If I need to, it's a hammy. All right, cool. It'll be whatever it needs to be for me to rest the playoffs.
I dig that and all, but man, there's nothing like game speed.
And they need chemistry too.
Yeah,
Right?
they do.
There's like you can say that, but
If
when
they
you go
pull
down
this off-
0-2, you go down 0-2 in the playoffs, man. You know what I'm saying? Things get changed real quick. You know what I'm saying? So like, you go in there thinking that you're ready and your legs ain't where your brain at. You can be down 0-2 real quick, and that changes everything.
I know who is ready.
Right.
Uncle Drew. Boy, oh my goodness.
Well, let's just hope another black man doesn't get murdered in the streets because
He ain't playing. I'm telling you
know
that
what
right
I'm saying?
now.
Like,
It's over.
that's real shit,
He
man.
ain't playing for that.
Hey,
I can't be mad at it.
speaking of black men in the court system, that leads to our next topic, Deshaun Watson. What is he up to? 22 victims now? 22 rape accused. That's important to note too. 22 accused rape victims. But something that changed last week, he admitted to consensual sex with some of the victims.
Well,
What y'all think about that?
well, you see how
Yeah.
we're all black men here,
Mhm.
and I just have a question: are we
Mhm.
supposed to believe in the American justice system or not?
See, here's the thing. Is it believing in the justice system or believing whether he's telling the truth or not? I don't need him to go to jail. Like, you know what I'm saying? But at this point, it's like, bruh, 22 women, right?
Mm.
Even if we didn't believe the shit at first, there's 22 women now. You admitted to having sex with some of the women already. That
Mhm.
shit's starting to add up now. Shit's starting to stink a little bit.
I got a crazy theory behind that. I
Mhm.
think the owners knew what he was doing.
Mhm.
And when I feel like come on now, they knew.
I wouldn't doubt it.
So
I
I
wouldn't
think
doubt
like,
it at all.
I think like towards him wanting to leave, because at the end of the day, he's probably gonna beat this and stay in Houston.
Mhm.
I really don't gotta really say what you think about that.
I think the thing is like I said, I think people knew, you know what I'm saying, because it's just way too many people, and you know what I'm saying at this point. But who's to say like all of them not in that same circle? You know what I'm saying? All the owners, the players, all of them probably know the same people, do the same shit. So they might have had hidden camp like with the rich people. You just never know.
Who cut the checks, Hawks? And
Right.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but that's
Right,
a
the
valid
owners,
point to
right,
make it. Who cut
right,
the checks for the
right.
people that's massaging them?
Right, all that. So you just never know. And then is at the point like when you talk about these women lying, it's like you victim shaming. You know what I'm saying? And you don't want to do that. That's something you want to be careful of doing as well. You know, just outright saying these women lying. So that's why I really haven't said nothing. It's not, to me, like I said, it ain't even about him being found guilty or not guilty in the court, but it's like once the facts come out, it's like either he gonna have to admit, like, I fucked all these women. You know what I'm saying?
Because I have daughters and sisters and
Right.
moms, I don't have a dog in the fight per se. So, I am a black man. I just ask questions. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a victim shamer by no means, and I'm not, you know what I'm saying, going to throw this young man under the bus either. But I just have to ask questions.
Mhm.
So if there was consensual sex, was the assault before or after?
Right.
Said consensual sex, like those types of questions. And I'm not not victim shaming. I'm not, but you just want to have all the facts. You want to just put
Right. There you go.
Things like that. Where are the criminal charges?
Right.
If this is only, I'm a big believer of a bad seed creates bad fruit. And if the seed of this whole thing is bad, then the whole thing is bad, you know? And if this is all about money, then it's all bad. If it's all about justice, where are the criminal charges?
Right. It's either, I think when you go civil, it's either about money or like defamation. I don't even think, like you said, it's not even about
Well, he's
criminal.
not going around saying nothing bad about these women.
Well, I mean, when they go for civil,
Right.
I think it's either for them, of course, to get money, but I think also to be like, all right, you know, let's kill him public opinion wise. You know what I'm saying? Because he got everything to lose, not them. We can know their name. Like he wants their names to be released, which they will be, but nobody will care. Like we'll know their names, and 24 hours later, nobody care. But once the stuff goes out about him,
jokes will never go away.
He's gonna have to live with that.
He's gonna have to live with being a legend. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
God bless the dead. My man, I'm a big Kobe guy. Those jokes never go away. Even in death, those jokes never go away.
Yo, when that reporter said that, I was feeling.
You talking about
the reporter,
Gail?
When she brought that up,
Oprah's
I was like, yo, that was so long ago. Yo,
yeah, it never tells you. Even in death.
I think that was corny, like just as a black woman, like that was just corny. You know what I'm saying? Because if that was in reverse and that was a black man that asked that about a black woman, a deceased black woman, that man would have been like ridiculed. You know what I'm saying? And she just got to live. She got to live with that. So, but yeah, like I said, man, it's just, to me, it's a fine line between saying these women are lying, because then you get in this victim shaming, and you don't want to do that.
You don't want to do that.
You kind of just got to let it play out. Like, it's sad to say, but I do think the NFL had to do something, whether they suspend him or I think it's about time for them to do something. You know what I'm saying?
Something's got to shake. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just, again, just a question asker. That's all I do. Does Deshaun not have one positive experience with a massage therapist?
There was somebody that came out. Said this is something that she recommended that he does as far as getting naked and putting a towel over. She said she's the one that recommends that. And I guess not wrapping it around, but like just putting it over it. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, we black, we men. I done got plenty of massages. I got one last night. A woman, you know.
I want to
speak. It gets like that sometimes.
Especially
if it's consensual.
He made them girls sign non-disclosures.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. So he was moving to cover his tracks, and still was messing up. You had so think about that. You first of all, you making your massager sign an NDA.
Listen, I don't want to.
No,
I don't want to make a statement.
I'm
All
just
I want to do
saying.
is ask questions. I don't.
So that make him look bad. I'm gonna say that. Anybody else say it, I say it.
Well, he is from the school of Bob McNair, who's from the school of Robert Kraft. It's from the school of Young Trump. So, hey,
doing that already got the high.
but can we offer this trajectory again? Robert Kraft
hey,
looked at today as an exemplary citizen when he was involved in the very similar situation, extremely similar situation.
right.
Accusations up the
Extremely.
road. Or
Right.
Did he get charged for that or what?
He was charged with everything.
He was up the road. He was up at Boca.
Yeah, right down the street. You know,
I was tell me how when I was up there, I was like, I could see why he was right.
But I don't know. But see, he didn't have 22 though. See, 22, man. 22 is a lot. See, that's a lot.
Who had 22?
Oh, like accusers. Accusers. Hawk, were you just listening to Juju and Zion?
Yeah.
What's the
highlights.
score?
It's tied at 103 overtime.
Ooh,
I love both of them boys, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Knicks up 105, 103. 4 minutes left in overtime.
Okay.
Nice.
Who got the high for the Pelicans?
I think Zion. I think he had like 26 last time I saw.
Can I just add I just want to ask y'all something.
Yeah.
Can the Pelicans win it with them too?
No.
I love them too, but I don't.
You hold up. You mean with that team and them
with
two?
Bi and Zion, can they build around that? Because they gonna get the max, both of them. I think Brandon just got the max, so Zion gonna get the max.
Actually, yeah, I think they could. I think they could. I think they got to add some more.
Who you think we gotta go? I know we got
Eric Bledsoe.
Who Alonzo?
I love one.
Zoe's gonna go. He's gonna go. So it don't. I don't even think it's a matter if we want Zoe to go or not. He's gone.
He's wild. Bledsoe, I love you. But you watch, dog.
Yeah, I'm not big on Bledsoe, man. I don't like his game.
Right.
I think he's a poor man's Drew Holiday.
And Dan, what is a Drew Holiday?
That's
saying a lot. That's saying a lot.
He doesn't like Drew. How you feel about Drew? He doesn't like Drew.
I don't see nothing special about him. I don't see Max player.
Right.
I agree with you. I think he's just a good player, but he's not like
he's a fourth.
He's not no Mike Conley. He's not Mike Conley.
He's a third or fourth guy.
And Eric Bledsoe is not Drew Holiday.
Zion got 31.
Woo!
31, 12 or 22 shooting. Now he got 32.
I would love to sit in on the Stan Van Gundy practice. I don't know what they work on.
I don't like Stan Van Gundy
on a daily basis.
He got a handle. I've seen his videos.
You know why I like Stan Van Gundy? Because he put a 6'10" guy on LeBron and said, force him left to the other 6'10" guy and then make him make a decision. And they didn't, they trapped properly, they rotated properly, and I've liked him since then. But he just happened to have 4, 5, 6'10" guys on rotation to be able to do that.
Right.
It's not really ideal on most rosters, but it worked.
I like Van Gundy. He gets in the drills with you.
Yeah.
Any coach with the gut, 5'9", in them cone works. He cool.
Working.
He show you how to do it, yo.
You know who's a cool coach, and I actually met him 2 years ago. Rick Carlisle. He came here for a camp. He came here to do Dorian Finney-Smith camp. Cool, real cool. He was a cool dude, down to earth guy. I had pictures of him.
He with the Pacers 1 year. He was with a couple of years because who was he with before he was with the Mavericks? I thought he was a good coach then. I think he was I think he was with the Pacers when they had Artest and all them boys. Man, he was coaching them boys up. And I was like, man, I may be wrong. He was coaching he wasn't always coaching because the Mavs had Don Nelson.
Yeah, he coached Indiana and Detroit. Yep.
Yeah, I thought he was underrated then. So I felt like he needed that ring when he got it with Dirk.
Yeah, that's a fact. So MVP race. Now I heard you mention Steph. You think that's your MVP? That's MVP this year?
Me personally, if they had a winning record, he would. He's second in scoring, I believe. But you can't do that right now with not a winning record. No. So
who's the MVP?
Gotta go with. Man, I'm sad to say I gotta go with Jokic.
So what about when Denver starts sliding without Jamal Murray? because they're gonna start sliding.
Seeing in the future right now, I don't know if they're gonna slide.
We don't know that. You know?
Present, Steph gotta be MVP. He gotta be in the discussion, man. Y'all gotta have Steph in the discussion, man.
I got him in the discussion.
Where's the value in losing?
But they're not gonna give it to him because of this. That's like when Kobe, that's the case, bro. Listen, I'm a dead this because that's how I know they won't give it to him. Remember that year Kobe was losing but couldn't have them crazy years and they gave it to Nash.
Yeah, that was like
I knew they didn't
05.
They was like winning.
05.
You gotta win and score.
Yeah, that was like 05, 06.
And he's a bad defensive player.
Who isn't in the NBA these days? Who isn't? Guys that can't score.
Giannis straps.
I'm trying to give your man some credit. Like I'm trying to think something.
We got to get away from the
nothing
team
wrong.
having to be top 4 in the league for a guy to be the
Where's
most
value?
It's the most valuable player. That's it. That's all it is.
Where's
You
the
take Steph,
value?
take Steph off Golden State. Take him off Golden State. Take him off. What the fuck are they gonna look like without Steph?
They're gonna be like
They
one.
don't look good
They're
with
gonna be
him.
like
They'll be 1 in 70.
You remember when the Nets was like 1 in something that one year?
Yes,
They're gonna be
bro.
like that, bro.
Absolutely, bro.
That
Come
makes
on,
that
man.
team.
Come
But
on,
I just
man.
know the voters, they love that. They love that's how they swayed the voting. They
Yeah.
have winning. And me and you, bro, he should get it. Him or
Because-
Kyrie, in my opinion, should get it.
Right. Because the media guys don't play sports. They're not competitive. Never played sports a day in their fucking life.
At all.
Like C said, stats are tangible for them. They can look at stats. All right, this guy got the best stat. His team got the best record. That's the MVP. That's how they do.
I like Kyrie, but Kyrie take too many games off, which I'm fine with. You just can't win a regular season award without playing the maximum number of regular season games.
Right.
So I said this on Twitter a few weeks ago. The injury report is going to determine the MVP and probably the finals. But since Embiid went down, he missed some time. If Jokic is in 4th place right now, give it to Jokic.
Yeah.
If Jokic was in 7th place, I couldn't give it to him. He's in 4th place, give it to him. If he finishes the year in 4th place, give it to him.
No.
But they won't. They're
By
not.
default. You don't think they'll give it to Jokic?
They're not going to finish top 4.
You don't think so? Why does the world have Giannis fatigue? Why
That's
is
a
it?
great question. That's a great
They don't
question.
do him, then Giannis. Then this isn't gonna be Jokic or Giannis.
I think because people penalize him for playoffs when that shouldn't count towards what he's doing in the regular season. People penalize him for, him failing in the playoffs. And they're like, well, we ain't gonna keep giving him MVP if that's what's gonna happen in the playoffs.
Right.
I think that's exactly what's happening.
But it's a regular season award.
But Bron made him look bad last year.
How?
Remember, Bron said that whole narrative. He pumped that whole narrative thing. That's why the people this year was trying to give him Bron an MVP. We got to start with the narrative vote and blah, 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 blah. You remember after he won the finals, what he said? I need my respect. Bro, it's like.
It's
Bro,
a regular season award, and you're the one that taught us that the regular season isn't important.
Thank you. What kind of respect? Who don't respect Bron in 2021?
We all respect
What
him.
we
That's
talking
a
about,
nigga.
Bron? Bron, what we talking about?
Anything. My homeboys be going at me with the whole Wash King hashtag, and he's in year. Nobody said he was the Wash King. Who said that?
Who said that? Right.
He's playing great.
And people talk about KD soft. This guy will probably take the most random comment, probably from somebody with no profile picture, nothing, be like, yeah, you washed, and I'm gonna ride with that for the whole season. But people talk about KD soft.
It was like that interview old girl did with Richard Sherman after the NFC Championship game, and he was going off about Crabtree, you know what I'm saying? Don't ever talk about me. And the lady was like, who's talking about?
Who's talking about? Right.
Yeah.
Like, who's talking about?
Who's talking about you?
Yeah.
Like, relax. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
What about CP3? You think he should get something?
No, I read a stat, which I knew because I watch basketball. But the Suns are much more efficient when it's just Booker on the court rather than when it's just CP3. You know what I'm saying? So that whole myth about him making them exponentially better, y'all people didn't watch them in the bubble. You know what I'm saying? Like, that wasn't
they didn't lose in the bubble.
horrible team, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, they're in 2nd place now, but that wasn't a horrible team. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
Devin
Right.
Booker. And if we really, I said this earlier, Devin Booker will probably give me, if I had to vote today, if I wasn't voting, if Jokic was in the 4th place, I had to vote today, It would probably be Book.
I like Book.
And if I have Giannis fatigue, fatigue and Jokic isn't winning enough, then I got to go Book.
Right.
Embiid missed too many games. Kyrie's missed too many games. Go with Book.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Right.
The Suns been working. If you play a close attention to the Suns been out there getting it. They out there. They living. I seen the Adam Jumper 22 interview too. I know about y'all Suns. Heard about living in porn stars going undefeated in the bubble. I know y'all.
Oh yeah, them boys got it in the bubble.
Suns been out there.
The best thing that organization did was get rid of Eric Bledsoe.
The Suns been out there.
Yeah, but yeah, the Suns looking good. But yeah, I'm with y'all. I wouldn't put CP3 at MVP. There's a lot of talk though. I think me, I'm more of I like my lead guards to be able to shoot. And I think like that's why CP3.
You don't think he's a good shooter?
He's decent, but 15. Well, he's like 15 points a game.
He doesn't want to.
Nah, he don't.
Yeah.
He got
and he got 15 and 8, 15 points, 8 assists. I don't think those are MVP numbers.
Those are not, well, unless you're Steve Nash.
I mean,
yeah, that's. I still don't want to talk about that MVP season, bro. That's great.
But that comes back to. But that comes back to those types of allegations against a black athlete do not die, and that's why Steve Nash has those 2 MVPs.
Can I ask y'all a question? How did y'all feel when y'all found out he won? Because I swear I thought Kobe won. I was like, yo, man, Kobe out here putting up 30 a game.
He hadn't gotten over that black guy.
How did he get Kobe?
right. We don't got room for error. We don't got room for error.
No, especially when you have people in the media deciding this. This wasn't decided on the basketball court. It wasn't decided by basketball. It was decided by people who write for newspapers and magazines. You know what I'm saying?
Russ is giving you that now. Like, well, not now, but was. And like that 15 and 3, like.
But with one caveat I'll give Nash is they were like first or second place.
Oh, no, I'm not. Yeah, Nash a bad boy.
So if winning means anything, then that's why Nash got the award, because of his team winning. And of course, they couldn't give it to Kobe. But
yeah. How much do y'all think Rondo will help the Clippers? What y'all think?
Well, he helped us a lot last year. So he was the third guy. He was the big 3. It was Bron, AD, Rondo. So, yeah, I love playoff Rondo. In Boston, we beat them in 7 games, but that game 7, he locked Kobe the fuck up.
I'll tell him.
Kobe won that Finals MVP off defensive rebounds because Rondo locked him up that game.
Shooting bad.
You talk about who plays defense in the NBA still. I know that was a long time ago.
No, this is what I said. I said who plays in the defense in the NBA except guys that can't play offense, and that's exactly what that's what you just proved.
It's a myth. That's a myth.
No, it's not.
Rondo got
I just told somebody today.
No, it's not, man.
The best playoff point guard matchup I've ever seen with my 2 eyes, and I've seen Isaiah and Magic.
Which one was it? I think I know.
Rondo and D Rose, 09. Them niggas went at it.
Oh man,
they went at it. Rondo gained my respect that year because he didn't. Paul Pierce was hurt. Ray Allen was hurt. KG was. They were all shells of themselves, and him and D Rose went the fuck at it.
Point guards.
Yes.
Like it going at it. Right.
I give the edge to Rondo. You know what I'm saying? He didn't just get the wins. Like he was putting off offensive output.
That's another.
And he's done that a time or 2.
Well, you know,
he's made some big threes. People say Rondo can't shoot the 3, but I've seen Rondo make huge threes. You know what I'm saying?
He's clutch.
Yeah,
he's a point guard, bro.
I think that's a myth that Rondo doesn't provide offensive.
What? He's one of those guys that can get a bucket. Like he be like, he can get a bucket when he has to. Like if the shot clock's on the line, and if he's like in a situation where he has to score, like all right, like it's me with like 3 seconds, he can get his buck.
I'm biased.
I know he can.
I think Rondo got robbed of an MVP.
He might have. Like Rondo's. I met Rondo. I was
Finals MVP.
League.
I
think it was 2011. I think it was
which year was it?
The year Cleveland beat them in 6, or was it Miami that beat them in 6? The year and
was that Rose year?
That might have been Rose.
Nah,
No, it wasn't Rose. It was
we gonna do
LeBron
that.
year. It wasn't a Rose year. It was a
Well,
LeBron year. It was either 11 or 12.
we speak on
It was
that.
a year LeBron won. But Rondo was the best player on a team with 3 Hall of Famers, and they were either first or second in the East. He had my vote. If I had a vote, it would have went for Rajon Rondo.
Yeah.
But Brian got it off some humbug shit, whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, I like Rondo to the Clippers. I think he'll add a lot. I think they needed a point guard to kind of run the show for them. Because if you notice, they got a lot of, pick and roll with Paul George. Of course, we see Kawhi he don't got too much playmaking ability. Like, we see that already. So
Right.
I like Rondo. I like the addition. Especially with Jamal Murray being out. Just moving on to the next topic. With him being out, I think Denver is gonna fall. I think they're gonna fall a little bit anyway. They're gonna fall a little bit.
Well, that's gonna determine Jokic's value.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If they do, he's gonna have to pick up the slack. But they don't have options as far as ball handling goes. I don't know, man. I don't know. We're gonna see. Jokic is gonna have. They already say he's a playmaking center. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What is he, like, 4th in assists or something like that?
Yeah. He
Really gonna have to do it now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And those other 2 guys are gonna have to put the ball in the hole.
Right.
MPJ and Casper. They're gonna have to put the fucking ball in the hole. And if they don't, then he's gonna be the one that suffers from it.
MPJ 20 plus points, 10 games in a row, something like that.
Coming up, I like his
He
growth.
been balling. Yeah, he been balling.
You're gonna have to continue.
He been balling.
Jokic is unstoppable.
Yeah, I think Jokic, but we'll see, man. I think I got to see Jokic do it in the playoffs, because especially if they go against the Lakers. What he gonna do against AD?
Who put them out last year though? Didn't they put the Clippers out
Lakers.
though? So they lost to the Lakers, right?
That's a bad matchup.
Yeah, they got put out by who put them out last
We
year?
did.
Yeah.
Right.
The Lakers did, yeah. 'Cause AD killed Jokic.
Here's the thing. We talk about this a lot too, Hall. They don't have a guy.
Right,
The Clippers are the only team in the West that has a guy.
right.
No team in the East has a guy.
Other than LeBron.
Right. No team in the East has a guy, but they got one team that can score 400 points.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe Ben Simmons is a guy, but he
What?
can't be on the court.
A what? A who?
I say a guy. I'm talking about a guy who can match up with LeBron James.
Okay. Because you definitely got to have one of those.
You don't have
Definitely
that.
one of those.
You can't win
Yeah.
because those teams was job better than us. Houston and Denver.
Mm.
On paper, was job better than us. But they don't have a guy.
Right.
You can put PJ Tucker. Come on, man.
Utah doesn't have a guy.
Utah don't have a guy. They don't no team has a guy. New Orleans don't have a guy. Portland don't have a guy.
You're talking about LeBron stoppers.
Basically, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Hold on. I'll be right back.
Okay. The Clippers have 2. You know what I'm saying? They have Paul George and they got Kawhi.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's
Yeah.
it in the West. You know what I'm saying? And they got that twin. You know what I'm saying? In the East, nobody has a guy, but they got Brooklyn, who they'll just outscore you. They don't need a LeBron stopper because they're gonna score
They just
300
score
points.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what to tell you, buddy. It's gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be really interesting.
Yeah.
But I tell you this though, we're gonna see how it plays out because health is definitely gonna play an important part in that. Guys gotta stay healthy.
That's a fact. That's gonna determine the finals and the MVP race.
That's why Utah looking really good right now because them boys, they healthy. That's all you needed.
Spider hurt.
Oh yeah, he did get hurt the other day.
Yeah, they main player hurt. That's why I didn't involve him in the MVP
How long is he coming?
conversation.
How long is he out?
Day to day. They said
And they
what's it
said
called?
Murray is out.
What's the word when they don't know fuck. Can't think of the word.
But he gonna be out for just they gonna see.
They gonna see. Who knows?
Hey, Jamal Murray.
Yeah. And if the Lakers come back fully healthy, Clippers is the only obstacle.
Yo, you think that has to do with them? Because they you know what's crazy? What's up? They was going at it in the bubble. Them niggas getting hurt has to do with the bubble, bro.
Right?
Them two was
And they
going
had
at
to
it
go
at the
right
bubble.
back.
They was battling.
Who's spotted who? Jamal Murray?
Yeah, you
Oh, yeah,
remember?
they
Now
did
they both
go at
hurt. Now they both hurt. Ain't that? They're doing the off season. Well, I'll be. You know, that's what I'm saying, man.
That's crazy.
Ain't no coincidence.
Spider and fucking.
And they was going at it. The whole
It was.
series was them two. One person give each other 40. One the next game, the
Mhm.
other person give each other 40.
Next game, both got 40.
Next game, both got 40. And then
That was an
the
interesting
boys was
series.
landing on the line out there.
That was an interesting series.
Not everybody can spend all that money on their body like LeBron, so to speak. LeBron spending like millions of dollars on his body. I was thinking about that the other day.
Listen, I don't know if my
That's
man
wild.
Hawk is going to edit this out because he's not watching right now. But I can't wait for the 30 for 30 about LeBron on DVDs.
Yo, I think LeBron is on something like
Man,
that.
that
too,
shit
'cause
is-
look at his body compared to Melo's.
Right. That's what I'm using. That's the bar that I'm using. You can't tell me it's that much. Come on, so y'all just saying Melo was lazy. His best friend is lazy. His best friend just don't work out at all.
Do you see what the fuck Melo's done changed his whole life? Melo, he don't eat the way he used to. He's slim as
LeBron
fuck
wouldn't even
now.
respect that nigga if that was the case. LeBron doing something. Man.
Yeah.
And it's okay, man. It happens to the best. Like, niggas love Lance Armstrong until they found out that he was,
If he was, I wouldn't be surprised. That's all I'm gonna say, bro. Because
how could you be? Look at it. Prove it in the pudding.
I ain't gonna lie. That year in Miami,
Mhm.
dog was chiseled, bro. I knew he was on something, bro. Then I say, bro, how he go lean like
I'm just saying.
buff built,
It'll be
bro?
a 30.
I love Zion, and Zion make this shit look easy. Talking about, bro, when the 30 for 30 come out, he wouldn't be surprised if Bron was on PEDs. I say, yeah.
I wouldn't be either. I wouldn't be either.
Okay.
Glad I'm not crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Not in Miami. Not down there with A-Royd.
Talk about
Miami.
Talk about it.
Not in Miami.
You know what I'm saying? Where are
Hey, I ain't knocking the hustle,
No,
Me
no.
neither.
but I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
It make me appreciate guys like Zion, though.
Yeah.
That natural country boy.
So
Swole
natural,
boy.
so natural that people consider you out of shape.
A hose, boy.
Yeah.
Zion be moved. Hey, I knew Zion was real. Now you know that Steven Adams play with them now. Now last year I seen Zion ruin his rookie year. I seen him move Steven Adams. Like, "Oh, get off me, boy." I said, I knew he was strong, but that was in college. I was like, oh, that boy, yeah, he grown, he's strong, bro. Like he should be in the league, NFL, you know, stopping the run, strong, bro.
What is Stan Van Gundy doing in New Orleans to get this output out of Zion without using the pick and roll with Lonzo? How was
For
Zion?
one, because I think Zion is such a matchup problem. Like 1-on-1, because it's like, do you want to? I think you might be better off just isolating him. You know, letting him create 1-on-1 against the guy that's checking him.
But I never saw that at Duke. I never saw that at Duke. He was
There's
such
not a lot of space.
player.
It's not a lot of space in college, though.
Right.
Less
And
space in
you know
college.
how Coach K is.
Right.
He's not
Yeah.
going. He want the point guard setting up everything. That's what you're not going to do. You're going to run that set at Duke.
That's a fact.
And he had the ultimate hawk at Duke as a point guard,
Yeah.
R.J. Barrett.
Barrett was letting. He was not. He was letting.
It was
that thing
RJ's
go.
offense.
He was letting that thing fly.
It was
Yeah,
RJ's
let it go.
offense. That's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
I knew Zion to be a second, and you can flourish like that.
Mhm.
And he did flourish. He did the number one pick.
Mhm.
But I hate arguing with people when they talk about basketball. And they, you know what I'm saying? He was not. What he's doing now is. This is why I asked the question,
Oh.
because it's shocking to see it because I didn't see it in college.
Mhm.
He's initiating the offense.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? He's not going running off of pick and rolls. He's not letting Zoe do his thing. He's not even letting Bi. It's running through Zion. I never would have imagined it. He's creating his own shot.
You know what they doing, bro? They letting them. They using him like Golden State kind of using him Draymond. Like they letting him. They sliding Ingram to that three, playing him
Yeah.
at that four, and letting him just cook that whoever that mismatch is.
Right.
Yeah.
So here's the
That's-
thing: who can check him?
Doing.
Right.
Why are you running P&Rs with him and Lonzo when he don't even he played point? He
Well,
played
that's
point.
easy.
He used to before he grew. He played point.
Because it's easy. It's easy.
Just put the ball in his hands, let him work. Everybody else got to fall in line.
Okay, they've turned my man into a combo guard, a shoot. He's the shooter on the team now.
I like it, bro.
They let JJ go. He's the shooter on the team now, but whatever. That's why they can't keep him. You know what I'm saying? Some team is going to pay him a ridiculous amount of money to play his position, to do his job, and I can't wait. I wish it was in New Orleans though, because I would love to see him, Zion, and Bi. You know what I'm saying?
And it's JJ. Who is?
Oh, JJ's. I'm talking about Lonzo.
Lonzo, yeah, because I'm JJ out of there, but yeah, Lonzo's gonna be out of there too. I feel it coming.
Mm-hmm.
I think we all do.
I'm with y'all. I see it too.
Yeah.
So KD, well, no, Draymond, because we're talking about young players. Draymond Green says some funny shit on KD podcast about the young players being soft in the league today. Said they want to be friends. Want to be your friends first. They don't want to kick your ass no more. Y'all agree with that?
Yeah. Yeah. He was totally right.
But when you look at what's Michael Jordan doc? What's it called? Last Dance. He was hanging with guys from the Celtics and stuff. You know, during the playoffs.
That's mental gymnastics. So
he's in hindsight admitting that he was doing that to fuck with them.
Yeah. Like, yeah, we cool and all.
Was he really?
Because at the end of the day, they was cool with him on the court.
Victor tells the story.
Yeah. They was being imagine golfing with this nigga yesterday. This nigga. All that like damn, bro. Like,
the proof in the pudding is Chuck though.
Yeah.
Chuck is bitter to this day.
Mm-hmm.
Chuck's one of the greatest players of all time, one of the best players in his position ever, and he's bitter because his friend won 6 championships on his watch.
Yeah. And he was taking them out the night before getting drunk.
Right.
That's cold, bro. That's cold, bro.
It ain't no something.
I'm gonna celebrate for you. Come out with me. You ain't gonna get no ring,
right?
You know,
because that was your competition. That Phoenix team was. I don't know how they got them out of there in 6 games. That was a good squad.
Right.
You know, like they had people hyped to trade Scottie Pippen for Dan Marley. That's how hyped. You know what I'm saying? Dan Marley was at the time. Trading Scottie Pippen.
You talking about NBA jams?
Talking about there was a
You gotta be talking about NBA jam.
No, that was a real life trade room.
What?
Like the 5th or 6th championship. That was like a real life trade room.
I definitely missed that one.
Yeah,
I never heard that.
Again, I was like 11. I was, you know what I'm saying, a little old, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, we can look it up, you know what I'm saying?
I believe you. I've never heard of it.
What's the president for the Kings? Was he on that team?
Vlade.
Not
the president of Sacramento.
Kevin Johnson. Yeah, the mayor. Yeah.
That's who it is.
Yes, Kevin Johnson, Marley, Barkley,
Danny Ainge. Cedric
Ceballos. Yeah, Cedric Ceballos.
Mark West? What was the dude that used to shoot? He's the big guy that used to shoot. Oliver Miller.
The jazz musician. Wayman Tisdale. I think Carlos Rogers or one of the Rogers was.
Yeah, they had a squad.
But that was definitely a trade room. Trading Scottie Pippen for Dan Marley. Definitely.
So when do y'all think it starts as far as like players becoming all buddy? But like you think because it's hard now. You got social media, you got AAU, you got like these guys. But it's hard to say it messes it up. Like because you know I coach like just like C's, I coach 9 and 10. A lot of my kids they play with me, but they also play with like 3 and 4 other teams too. So naturally, like these kids that are their teammates, they compete against as well. You know what I'm saying? So I think AAU, like it does create friendships, but it's hard. Like when they playing, you know, they playing with these kids a lot. I know here anyway. I don't know about Florida, but I know here.
Roaming with them, Hawk.
Yeah,
these guys that you might be at a camp with, like, yeah, me and him, we might be ranked against each other in our state or whatever, but at this camp, me and him on the same team. We cool. That is crazy.
Yeah, and like I said, I preach that to my kids. Like, look, ain't no friends on the court.
Thank you.
That's crazy.
Because at the end of the day, y'all two gonna be fighting for the same scholarship.
Right. But kids are kids, though, bro. Like it's a lot easier as an adult to say that than as a kid. You know what I'm saying? That's your friend. But I think soft is like, yeah, they soft. Ain't gonna give them no leeway with that. Yeah, they soft.
There's no way
bro.
around it. You know what
Ain't
I'm
gonna give
saying?
no leeway with. Yeah, they
And
soft.
I guess that's okay because the game is evolving. The
Mhm.
rules are different. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
The
Right.
rules allow you to be soft.
Can't
You know what
touch
I'm saying?
nobody no more.
Right. You know
All
what I'm saying?
that
So
stuff,
like,
man.
it's cool. It's whatever. I don't.
They try to say Jordan won. I'm like, bro, they don't hand check, bro. Jordan would. You Jordan.
Average 60. Do y'all see what James Harden does? Like,
James,
what y'all
dude.
talking about?
Thank you.
What are y'all talking about? What are we talking about?
A very intelligent man told me that the rules wouldn't matter. Golden State would beat Chicago either way.
Man, Scottie Pippen would goddamn grab. Matter of fact, not even Ron Harper would hold Steph Curry ass the whole
Harper on
game.
Steph, Mike on Clay, and Scotty on Durant. I genuinely believe in the 90s rules, Scottie Pippen will lock down Kevin Durant.
And nobody from Golden State can check
Yeah, he
Mike.
would.
Nobody from Golden State can touch Mike. Nobody. No
Nobody.
fucking body.
Nobody.
Steph gonna have to guard somebody. Probably gonna put his ass in the post, pick and roll or something.
Hey, Ron put him in that post. So
Ron Harper's 6'6".
Ron
Yeah. What's Steph gonna do with that? He gonna body the shit out of Steph.
Ron Harper was the Western Conference Michael Jordan before he got old and went to play with Michael.
Right.
Yeah.
I seen Peyton Pritchard put Steph Curry in the post.
Man.
Come on, man.
Let's keep it going. I don't even
But I like Steph though. But
I don't even want. Come on, Steph.
I like Steph.
Steph, you letting Peyton putting you in the post? If you hear this, come on.
damn. The
Better
next
than
play though.
You a
Now,
goat.
let me tell you about the next play though.
You a goat.
Steph hit his ass with a tween behind the back, step back, 3 in his shit. That was the next play.
Keep that, bro. Come
Steph
on.
went
man.
crazy. Steph went
Pop
crazy
to
last night, bro. But yeah, man, it do start in AAU, but like I said, it's just hard. Like just me as a AAU coach, like my players just like I went to my team, like my kids, they had a game with their other team today. So I'm over here knowing that I got to compete against this team one day, but I'm cheering for them because I got kids that play for this team, for this event. You know what I'm saying? But for the AAU tournaments, they play with me.
Right.
So it's hard. Like it's hard. It's hard. It's different. It's different than and Draymond want no fucking All-American and shit where he was rubbing elbows with these niggas when they was young.
Right.
When I first met him, I told him, like, I was like, yo, I'm from around your way because I know people that I used to play ball with out there.
Mhm.
You gonna click up. That's just how
Right.
it is. People
Right.
from different areas, like, man, when you come
Right.
down here, man, come
Right.
mess with me. Man, I got the honeys, I got all this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
You come chill with me. And that's how it be. Plus, you know how it go, especially if you travel, bro. You play like you practice once a week. You staying at somebody's house, like
Well,
or something. Yeah, you going. It's just that's how it's gonna be. You got to get to that.
I think society as a whole is just not mentally tough like back. You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, like even the kids, like I'm not the athletes, just the regular kids and teens. They're so mentally weak these days. Like that's why everybody depressed. They all on social media. Everybody fucking depressed. Nobody knows shit about themselves.
Can I give y'all King some credit though?
What's going on?
Mentally, he's a mastermind at that because what he does is he creates these false friendships, and then when it's time to be nasty, he is.
He's a killer.
He stepped over. He put his testicles over Draymond's face, man.
Who you said did that? Who you said did that? Who you said did that back in the day? You just said it.
Who? Y'all King?
No, yo goat. No, your other goat, not your goat. Your other goat, Mike. You said Mike. Yeah, that's what you say he did, right? You say he did the same thing, right? That's what you got. So maybe
I
he
give
got
LeBron credit for that. I give LeBron credit for that.
Yeah.
That's you know what I'm saying. So we can say they soft, but like he kind of creates that. He make them soft, and then when it's time to go against them, y'all soft.
Hey, look, and I don't care what nobody say. Bron can play in any era, bro. Like motherfuckers be talking their ass off. Like Bron, people act like Bron wasn't 15, 16 hooping against NBA guys and fucking them up when he was 15 and 16 years old. Like, so who was he playing? When was he 15? What, 96, 97, 98, whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like, what, 97, 98? Mike was still in the league when he was 15. I heard the stories, bro. Like, Man,
That's
listen.
crazy.
People can talk their ass up, but Bron can play in any era.
Easy,
Any
bro.
era, bro. Any
Easy.
era, bro. He'll be a top
He-
player in any era.
Not much like free
Here's the
throws.
thing, but here's the thing, but that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
He'd have to shoot a lot more free throws, and that's
That's
not
true.
really his thing. You know what I'm saying?
Well, a lot less 3-pointers too.
Yeah.
and a lot less 3-pointers too.
Like, he
And he probably had to post up more because he, you know what I'm
That's
saying?
not
He
his
probably had to
thing.
post up.
I used to
No, it's
always
not.
say this.
You're right.
Most
You're
people
absolutely
like me would agree. The first
absolutely
8
right.
years of his career, if he had developed a post game, he'd average 50.
hmm
Yeah, he's the
And I
mailman
think-
for numbers.
That's gonna hurt him as he get old. Well, he getting
He
older.
got it
but
now. He's kind of got to it now.
He
But
got a
I'm
little
looking-
weak.
He's gotten bigger. He wasn't big
He's
like
huge.
that.
He be traveling his ass off every time though. You watch Brian the post though. That motherfucker travel every time he be in the post, yo. He got a little weak, little up and under shit he be doing.
That's why when San Antonio beat them, when Kawhi won the MVP,
Mhm.
in like game 3 or game 4,
Right.
they called a travel against LeBron, and I was like, whoa,
Right.
San
I remember
Antonio
that,
might
bro.
win this.
He was heated.
They called a
Yeah.
travel on the king.
Like,
Wow.
Was that the Powerade? That was the Powerade series when he got
Yeah, when he had a stroke.
that was kind You seen how to take a shit like your man's Paul Pierce. Jesus
Well,
Christ.
Paul Pierce came back and scorched us.
That
LeBron.
man act like he was about to die.
He left in a wheelchair, I think, didn't he? For that.
Yeah, like he was about to die. Paul Pierce.
Yeah. Shit. Come
Yeah,
on, Paul
man
Pierce.
Yeah, but LeBron fainted, had a stroke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Couldn't play 5 games. They got him up out of there.
What are we
You know
doing,
what I'm saying?
man?
Kawhi locked him up.
Guys, speaking of LeBron,
Let's talk
his favorite media personality, Uncle Shannon Sharp,
Mhm.
Oh, man.
got into it with KD.
I'm starting to like these guys. I've not
Me
been a
too.
fan of KD since Texas,
Yeah,
but right now
yeah.
I am enamored. Kudos to you, KD, 2 times in a row.
Nah,
Right.
KD the
You know what
real
I'm
nigga.
saying?
I got a story about KD. KD brought my brother. My brother was at UNC Charlotte, and his homeboy Chris Brideswell played for them,
Mm.
and I guess he was playing the Bobcats. Laid my man a couple bands for the strip club, told him to go out, and Chris took my man's and KD been like that, bro. Took my brother and KD.
Wow, that's what's up.
His man's out. KD always been solid like that, bro.
Yeah, I fuck with KD, man. I think he just like people like he's soft, but young players they own social media. So I think people look at it different when they, you know what I'm saying? He always on social media. So nigga talk shit, I'm gonna talk shit back.
I
want
respect
this
you doing that shape and Remy from Higher Learning, but you be going at like 13-year-old kids sometimes, and that's
Right.
I love that shit. Money ain't changed that.
Okay.
Same
He
KD.
been same petty nigga he always. Okay.
Always.
No, that's
He
him.
probably a Gemini. KD probably a Gemini.
What DMX saying? I love him for it. I accept people for what they are because I accept them for what he said. He said something deep
Yeah.
in the. He was
It was something like that. I
accept
heard that.
instead
Yeah.
of seeing them for what they can be. That way,
Yeah.
if they do let me down. KD.
He said you got to trust people to be who they are,
Mhm.
like exactly who they gonna be. And that's the thing. I fuck with KD. I don't care. Talk shit to everybody. Fuck it. Talk shit to everybody. Who do y'all think was wrong between him and like Shannon? Do you think? Because he basically saying Shannon Sharp get on TV and lie on
He
him.
did run with a fake quote.
Right.
Yeah.
Journalism. You're a
He
journalist. You got to do your research, man. I don't like new
Right.
journalism.
Right.
I might be the old get off my lawn guy, but as a journalist, you got to do your research. You got to check your sources. You got to be legit, because once you're not, then you're not trustworthy as a journalist no more. Then your word don't mean nothing no more. Then you shouldn't even be on TV no more. You know what I'm saying? If you just putting out false information like that, you might as well work for Fox. Oh, he does work for Fox. Well, there you go.
Woo.
You should
I'ma
be
get-
efficient.
I'm gonna get banned.
We'll get banned from every platform.
You know,
Every
but that's what I'm
platform.
saying though, man. Like
Yeah.
it's all a gimmick anyway. You know what I'm saying? Anything, and it's crazy that as such a strong black man as Shannon Sharp is, because his little "you don't have black friends" thing is going around.
Mhm.
That's cool and all that, but you have a job at Fox, which is to uplift LeBron James, and to do so, you have to tear down so many other black men and do it, and that's just nasty, man.
Yeah.
That shit you be doing with KD ain't cute, and you only do it to boost up LeBron. I don't like what Skip does either. I don't like what Stephen A. I don't like what none of them do. because LeBron doesn't always suck. Kawhi isn't always great. Shannon isn't always right. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's part of being human.
that's part of being human. That's, you know what I'm saying?
right,
Like me,
right.
y'all know I'm a LeBron hater, but I can't. What am I hating on? He's the third best player of all time. You can't suck every day.
Right.
You just suck when the game on the line. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, other than that, you stellar.
I just sucked the last 5 seconds, 5-10 seconds.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Thank God for Chris Bosh. Shit. The most important offensive rebound of all time. Look, as soon as LeBron pulled up, that's the time when they beat the Spurs, when Ray Allen, when LeBron pulled up, I celebrated before the shot. We even went near the basket. I was like, "Oh, he's shooting! Yes, yes, yes!" And then Chris Bosh got that motherfucking board and kicked it out to Ray Allen. I said, "It's over now. They gonna win Game 7."
But this is what I teach my players. Look how Ray Allen floated to that corner.
He did. Got that spot.
That's basketball IQ, man. That's basketball IQ, bro. A lot of players would have stayed on the wing, bro. He floated to the corner, bro, to match up with Chris Bosh, bro. That made an easier pass.
He gave him the pass lane.
He trusted that.
That was so perfect, bro. You cannot teach that. That's a clinic, bro.
I try to teach.
That was a clinic, bro. That's a clinic, bro.
You know what I'm saying? I had the whiteboard out, you know what I'm saying, like with a protractor, like showing you can't.
I try to teach the ball coming towards you, like dribble handoff, basically. Teach them how to do that. Like I said, going back to kids playing with so many different teams, though, it's like they get so poorly coached, bro. Like I got kids playing for me, don't even know 2-3. 9 and 10 years old. Everybody played 2-3 from the moment you 4 years old, bro. You gotta know 2-3. I got kids don't know 2-3. It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy out here.
And I never run a 2-3 because it's so basic.
You're gonna have to.
With 8, man, Chandler was 8, and we had some 9-year-olds on the team. How often? There was one player on the team that I had to. He was the biggest. He was my big man.
Okay.
But I had to play him at the top of the key because he just couldn't move down low. I couldn't take. It was too much of a risk. It was too much. I had to play him, and that's when I ran the 2-3. Basically when he was in the game. But other than that, man, we were 1-3-1s and 3-2s. And I'm trying to press. They won't let me press. Stop pressing. What we out here for? You know what I'm saying? We ain't not here to be cute, man. You know what I'm saying?
But this is another thing, and you would think Shannon would be better because he's a former athlete. But do you think this is why fans are going more towards shows where former athletes host them, like All the Smoke and like even with rap with Joe Buttons and Drink Champs and people like that actually media, but they used to be a part of the culture. You know what I'm saying?
It's a breath of fresh air. You know what I'm saying? It's a change. You know what I'm saying? It's something different. It's necessary. You know what I'm saying? But that's what this new age of technology has provided all of us with the self-created platforms, you know what I'm saying, to put out content. You know what I'm saying? We don't need nobody. We don't need a major network. You know what I'm saying? You just got to be hot. You know what I'm saying? Like All the Smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like they didn't start off on Showtime, but they had to be hot. It was hot. You know what I'm saying? So now the major platforms will fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? But you don't need them. You know what I'm saying? And that's great because it'll weed out all the bullshit. I was so glad when the pandemic first hit and them niggas from ESPN had to work from home and they ain't have 300 TVs in front of them. They are dumb. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They are horrible at their job. Every last one of them. They suck. The people on my timeline that watch sports are much more valuable and reliable than the people that watch ESPN. It's ridiculous. You don't need them. You don't need them. You know what I'm saying? And then because we all play sports and we all real niggas for less than, you know what I'm saying, for lack of better words. I'm sorry, Kyrie. But so we gravitate to the Joe Buttons. We gravitate to the, you know what I'm saying, Brandon Marshalls and Ocho Cinco's. Ocho Cinco we've been following Ocho Cinco on Twitter for 10 years. And we naturally go, you know what I'm saying? Same thing with Joe Budden. Joe Budden was a Twitter star before he was a, you know what I'm saying, reality TV podcast.
Your man's that was on Joe Budden's, the recent one, the relationship dude, Kevin Samuels.
Kevin Samuels, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Twitter dude.
Taking, you know what I'm saying, what we're given, which is social media, and elevating it, you know what I'm saying, the word it should be, because the content is more quality than what they doing at ESPN. And the shit at ESPN It's a 10-year formula. Y'all started the debate shit, and it was great at first. I loved it. I couldn't stop watching First Take. But now, y'all, it's so scripted, it ain't even cool no more.
Right.
It's super scripted. This guy loves LeBron. This guy hates LeBron. Every show.
It's like they never agree on nothing.
Right. How?
How do y'all never agree?
That's
on
what I'm saying. Bro. That's our problem. We got too much sense. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We agree too much because, you know what I'm saying? It's like, how am I say LeBron sucked every day?
Right.
It's impossible. You know what I'm saying? Like
Unless I want to create drama. I just want to create drama over and over and over again.
And people think I stir the pot because I just ask questions. I just offer perspective about anything, everything. Why is Trae Young not in the MVP conversation?
Right.
That is just that game. It's crazy.
Right. Right. Crazy from day one.
They're fourth.
Can't say winning. Can't say winning.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Why is Trae Young not in the conversation? He's been steady. He hasn't missed a whole lot of games like Donovan Mitchell is now. You know what I'm saying? Like Embiid, you know what I'm saying? He's been sturdy. He should be in the conversation. I just ask questions. I don't have Donovan. I don't care. I'm not a Trae Young fan. I had to apologize his rookie year because I didn't think his game would translate. I was very public saying that his game wouldn't translate. I had to apologize. Congratulations to him. Why isn't he in the conversation? His supporting cast, put his supporting cast against their supporting cast.
You really said
you want to do this?
Is Gallinari healthy?
Bro. Come on, bro.
Bro, I gotta chime in. You didn't think he was gonna be like that?
No.
Because
once they got the formula. No, because once they got the formula in the Big 12, that shit lasted like 12 games.
No, listen. But he had a talent.
12 games run. He had a 12-game run, and then niggas called.
But I give you that. I give you that. I think some of that was his. No, look. I think some of that was his body's. Like he had to get.
He's little.
Yeah, you know. And that he didn't reclass. He's not a. He was young. He's young. He's not a reclass kid. You know what I'm saying? He's still a young kid. I agree with you though. I agree with you.
He gives my son hope because my son is small. You know what I'm saying? He gives my son. But I didn't think I
agree with you.
I was like, man,
it's a video of Trae Young in the NBA players camp. Like he going at somebody, like shooting it at half, like that. You know,
bro.
Like,
everybody's good, bro. Everybody's good.
He's different. I still good.
Man, listen, he had a good.
But I'm with you though, because I thought like he got drafted high because of Steph. I'm like, you know, Steph is the reason why he got drafted high. So I'm with you because he fell off incredibly after that first half of the season.
Yeah, first half of the season he was on fire.
He fell off hard. Yeah.
And then this film caught up, and then did they even win the Big 12 that year?
But he tough.
The Kansas won the Big 12 that year.
Now, he was
probably Kansas run that shit like 30 years straight. So probably.
I used to hoop. I can't tell you not one player that was on that roster. It was him.
That's a fact. That's a fact though. Oklahoma didn't have nothing. But no, man, going back to you, Atlanta has a better roster than Golden State. Like,
I think so.
They got, who does Golden State? Okay, Draymond. Let's say is Draymond better than Clint Capella?
In whose eyes?
Man,
I'm asking you, like you. What do you think?
In my eyes,
yeah.
No.
All right, so that's all right. And right now, he's the second best player for Golden State.
Well, they say he's going to the Hall of Fame. So is he good or not?
I'm asking you because you the one that said that You said Golden State has a better roster than Atlanta. All right, okay.
Better than Clint.
You said who?
Do you think Draymond is better?
Yeah, I think so. But I think Atlanta. But I think Atlanta has a better roster than Golden State. Though.
So where's Atlanta better? They're not better at point guard. They're not better at center.
Hey,
you're doing 1-for-1 matchup. You're doing 1-for-1 matchup. Atlanta has a better talent.
Gallinari's not even healthy.
It don't matter. They got they got a white boy to be shooting.
Herder.
Splash.
They got.
Bro, they better. Atlanta's better than Golden State.
They just got Lou Williams.
Yeah,
I give them that.
Lou.
They had Rondo for a while. He
didn't work.
But they had him for a while.
They had him.
All right. They got John Collins.
John Collins, you hooping.
Okay.
They got better roster than Golden State, bro. Golden State got the Spanish. What's the Spanish dude playing all the minutes?
They got him out there too.
Come on, bro.
The one that was about to fight. That's Klay Thompson.
No, he got number 26 playing basketball, bro.
Tur's something.
Cortez, it's something
bro,
like
bro.
Tortilla or some shit, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't. But Juan Juan. Fuck is his name? It's not.
Listen, he got number 26
Who's ever
playing
had
basketball.
Who had that number?
Who did?
Is he a cornerback?
I think Clinton Portis.
The Warriors can do a better job with they roster though.
They don't care. Bro, they don't care.
Lee, Steph, I love you, but Damian Lee, I know that's your brother-in-law.
And listen,
Come on, dog.
Golden State got all their money in stocks, bro. They're not even thinking about the basketball team for like the next 2 years. They're not even worrying about the team, bro. They in the tech stuff. They just expanding off of Steph. That's all they doing. They just building around Steph.
And the thing,
and that's
the
the
thing.
They're gonna get a free agent. Watch.
And the thing, 2.5 years ago, they would have let Steph walk out the door if Durant said so.
I don't know about that, bro, because you see who they started with Draymond when that beef went
They
down.
didn't side with Draymond. They made him apologize.
But you see who got up out of there. Bro, if they really wanted to keep KD, they would have traded Draymond up out of there the next day.
But they offered KD a max contract though, didn't they? I don't think that was gonna keep KD. I don't think that would have kept KD.
Yeah.
I think the fact that Steph was there is why KD didn't stay. I don't think it was because of Draymond. I don't feel like that. I think he just never felt like Golden State was his team, even though he considered himself the best player on the team.
So do you feel like the Nets are his team?
They didn't walk Steph into the
I think the Nets are James Harden's team, just watching them play. I think they have more of James Harden identity.
Asking a question. Have y'all ever seen a megastar be the second or third option?
But here's the thing. Maybe he's not a megastar. Maybe he's just a mega scorer. Maybe that's what he is. Maybe he's not what people are trying to say he is. And I think he knows that.
I'm just asking the questions. Y'all provide
Is he
the
okay?
I'm just asking the questions.
Is KD to me? Is he even better than Scottie Pippen?
Are you asking me?
Yeah,
In my mind,
yeah.
no way.
I don't think so either. I don't think he's better than Scottie Pippen. I think Scottie Pippen gives
Yeah.
way more than
Yeah.
KD.
Top small forwards. and
Put
they
Scottie
think-
Pippen on Golden State. Put him on Golden State. All right, what's the difference? And he's going to flourish offensively and defensively.
They're not. None of those games are going to be as close as they are. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't. The only person you have to hide now is Steph.
Do you know what KD
Once
will
you
do?
put Scottie
Scottie-
Pippen in for KD, you don't have to hide nobody but Steph.
You don't
now.
have to have
Steph can guard
nobody.
whoever. Steph don't even play defense. Don't even play defense. Just stay at half. Don't get an illegal defense, but you don't got to check nobody. With Scottie Pippen, Draymond Green, Andre Iguodala, and Klay Thompson in the game, Steph Curry, don't check nothing. Just be open. Just
Right. Scottie slept on though. Scottie slept on.
that's the fact. Scottie Pippen.
Yeah, that's a fact. Scottie Pippen slept on. I would definitely pick Scottie before KD.
Fucking him up, bro.
Not
He
at all.
can't- how he
And
can't guard him? What are we talking
C's. And what is your favorite saying about players when we compare them?
He can't guard that
Your
man.
best ability is available.
Is your availability. I don't
So you
trust
saying,
KD
like,
to be
it's
there.
like-
And that's why
And
we
KD's soft. On the court, he's soft.
Throughout
And KD's
throughout
soft.
the years,
Oh
you can
my
never have a
God,
complete
bro.
conversation about KD and
Wow,
LeBron
bro.
because KD is never on the court.
Oh man,
He played every other year.
KD arguably one of the greatest players of all time. We
Bro,
talking about
he's the most
That's
one.
one thing well.
bucket.
That's all he does.
That's
with
it.
his
Scottie give you a lot of everything. Scottie
Scoring,
give you everything.
He's strapped too, bro.
Never,
He was
never.
strapped.
No, he's
strapped.
not. Was you
No.
saying that before Golden State? Was you saying he was a good defender before
That year
Golden
at
State?
Golden State, was he not trying to strap? He
No,
was trying-
but that's what I just said. Was you saying that before he got to Golden State?
yeah, I'm talking about Golden State. Ever since Golden State, he been strapping.
No, I ain't giving you that. Because this is what I'm saying. When he was in OKC, nobody was saying he was a good defender. Nobody was. So what changed? He was playing with Draymond Green. He was playing around better players.
He was guarding the fourth option.
There you go.
blocking. He get ripped.
How good of a defender are you if you got to guard Danny Green?
Can't nobody guard KD.
You're not guarding.
I
Tim
give you
Duncan.
that. I give you that too.
You're
I
not
can
guarding
give you that
Tim Duncan.
too.
Look, you're not guarding Tim Duncan. You're not guarding Kawhi Leonard. You're not even guarding Tiago Splitter. You're guarding Danny Green
Mhm.
because you're a liability to guard. You're not going to guard Duncan, which is your position level. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Or Kawhi, also your position. You're not going to guard neither one of them.
He's the most unguardable player in NBA.
You're talking
history.
about. You just said the man strap. I've never seen him strap up ever in his life.
He had
Never.
he got that Golden
Never.
State.
Not once. Never.
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 Never. I've never seen it.
If Draymond guarding
Not
one
no.
guy, $1 guarding one guy, Klay,
Right.
who's he checking? J.R. Smith,
Hey,
Shumpert.
I'm
Come
just
on, man.
telling
Strapped
you
up Shumpert.
the message.
boy. The man ain't
He had a
something
good
about
defensive year statistically at Golden State. He was strapping.
I take, well, going back to what we was, I'll take Scotty over KD.
I'll take Scotty over there.
I'll definitely.
That's
take
where
Scotty.
we disagree.
I'll take. But
And the y'all, and just to be clear, like this is like the greatest players of all time. Like y'all take him over him.
I'm just saying, if I was building my team,
Oh, building.
I would pick Scotty over. And I, even head to head, I think I would
building
put
the
Scotty.
team.
But because you got to think, a lot of Mike took away a lot from Scotty. He took away a lot from Scotty. Like KD was playing with Mike, he wouldn't have as many points as he had. There's a lot of stuff that would be taken away from him.
again, I just ask questions. How far has Mike got playoff wise without Scotty? You don't have to answer that. How far has Scotty got playoff wise without Mike?
How many rings Scotty won without Mike?
Neither. That's the same. It's the same number.
It's the same thing, but
The
it's
same
like
number.
they need each
But
other. though.
no, Scotty's been to the Western Conference Finals.
He played with Portland, bro.
Yeah, they got snubbed that. Y'all know.
Portland
Portland was nice as shit. Portland was nice as shit, bro.
Y'all know
Huh?
that. We're not gonna talk about that.
Portland was nice as shit, bro.
Yeah.
What about when he was in Houston though? You didn't mention that.
They're over
Yeah,
the hill.
so
That was over the hill. Team.
That too.
That was.
But that was
Malone
before
and-
Portland. That was before Portland.
He, no, he was still. Scottie Pippen was still good, but Barkley and Elijah were
Yeah, they were done.
they're done.
Yeah.
They're done. And
That's
I
a
love
fact.
Charles Barkley. He's my
That's a
second
fact.
favorite player of all time. He was
Yeah,
Yeah,
done.
that's a fact. That's a fact.
But in Portland, I think Scotty was still the best player on a great team. Had Sabonis, Sheed, Jermaine O'Neal, Stoudemire, Bonzi Wells, Steve Smith, Detlef Shrimp. It was a great team.
Yeah, they was a nice squad.
And
Good
Scotty
squad.
was the best player on the team. They got to the Western Conference Finals. My point is, Michael Jordan, either with the Bulls before Scotty got there or with the Wizards, he never succeeded to that level. And even screw the Portland years. When Jordan left, Scotty's a game away from going to the Eastern Conference Finals. You know what I'm saying? And I believe, quote me if I'm wrong, Kevin Durant does have an MVP award, but
just
Scotty
gonna
was
say
MVP runner-up that year.
That's almost don't cut it.
You're right. I'll give you that. But if you put that career, if
How
you
many
asking me
MVPs Kobe got?
to put on, almost don't. But you're saying almost don't.
I'm not. That's what I'm saying.
Kobe
That's
should
what I'm
have.
saying.
Kobe should have 5.
He should have
one.
how many? One.
He has one.
How many KD got?
One. What you saying? They got you saying he's on Kobe level?
I've never said that, but I'm also saying that too. Like that's Scottie Pippen ain't no generational talent like KD. KD is a player you see. KD is a player you see once every. We never swapped, bro. Come on, bro. Is Kyrie? Would you take Scottie? Scottie ain't that much better than your boy from the Clippers, Kawhi.
Relax.
I see Kawhi do a lot of two-way. I see a lot of two-way get buckets, wrap you up. Now let's just. Now I ain't gonna say that. You know what I'm saying?
I'm only putting 2 small forwards on my team, and if those 3 players are in the room, if it's start one, bench one, cut one, Durant's getting cut.
So you had, man.
I'm sorry.
And both of their names start with L. And I can say that. LeBron and Larry Bird for me. Definitely, he not going over them 2. He definitely not going over Scotty. To me, those are the 3 that he won't go over. Scotty,
got him over
LeBron.
Kawhi?
Yeah, I got KD over Kawhi.
How many rings KD got?
2.
2 rings, MVP,
2
greatest
finals
scorer,
MVP.
almost unguardable player.
3rd best shooter ever.
I don't have nothing to do them the two best. Yeah, 3rd best shooter ever.
3rd best shooter of all time.
Yeah, y'all can have that.
I used to say when they was at
y'all can have
OKC,
that too.
when they was at OKC, I used to watch the games and literally be like,
Ain't nobody
thank
scoring
God
KD.
for Kevin Durant's jumper.
KD can play in any era.
So many times. You know what I'm saying? Like, because Russ,
Mm.
he's a little erratic. You know what I'm saying? But every time, thank God for Kevin Durant's jumper.
So you think Scotty would average 30 in this era now?
He don't need to. Why does everybody got to score 30?
I'm just all right. So what you think he would
I
do?
think he'll give like 15 to 20, something. Like Lonzo Ball averaged 14, so he'll give you 15.
No. Prime Scotty or old Scotty? Like prime Scotty.
Prime Scotty.
I think he's 24.
20? Yeah, he gets 20. 20.
He's 24. He's 21 in his era.
But KD 30
And
is
his
winning
best.
though, bro. He's
But what else
giving
does he give? What else does KD give you?
wins with him averaging that man.
What else does
ain't-
KD give you though? What else does KD give you when he's not scoring? If he doesn't hit that 30.
All right, like, yeah, I feel like he can guard. Like, he's not the best defender, but who is?
Right.
So I feel like he
Scottie
also.
Pippen and Kawhi Leonard.
Who? Oh yeah, I mean, I feel like Kawhi the truth. So I already know how Kawhi. I just feel like at the end of the day, like Scotty got a lot of his. Not saying that he wasn't, but he got a lot of his hype because of Jordan. When you got Jordan getting doubled, like you should cook like that.
Let me see
feel
if I
like.
can do something right while y'all on the line. Y'all go ahead, Tom. Let me see if I can do something real quick.
Like, think about it. All right. Think about it. You play against the greatest player of all time. This man damn man getting quadruple, triple team. You gotta hoop. You should be able to do that. All right.
What do you think
But-
playing with Russ and James is? What do you think playing with Steph and Clay is? What do
Yeah,
you think playing with Kyrie and James
But
is?
all those guys, when they play with KD, they ask KD to be the man.
He's not the man.
I swear to God,
Nigga, how the
bro.
offense
Me
is set up, he's not the
and
man.
Hawk were just talking about how
Bro,
Steph stepped
he's
aside
not-
for your boy. Steph didn't step aside. Me and you were just talking about that. Was me and
Man,
you.
he stepped aside in the media.
For KD.
Bruh, in the eyes of the media, maybe, but the game plan is designed around Steph. The Warriors' whole offensive strategy is designed around
You
Steph.
know what I'm saying? KD led the team in shot attempts. He was the alpha scorer. Second, he's pretty much the first option.
Because if you double team Steph and then Draymond throws it to Clay and then they rotate the
That's
Clay,
not his
when
fault,
they rotate, there's nobody on Kevin Durant.
But that's
It's
not his fault. That's his,
Yeah, but that's not a strength. And it's the same thing now in Brooklyn. You got two alpha scorers that the ball has to go through before it gets to you. By the time it gets to you, I saw a stat during the finals. Steph Curry was double teamed in the hundreds. KD was double teamed 5 times. The whole,
you know what I'm saying, though?
2-3 finals they played
You know
together.
what I seen?
KD got 5 double teams
You know what I
because
seen,
he's the
though?
back level of the offense.
I seen him pull up on Braun. Give him that
Brown was
sauce.
nowhere near him.
I know you talking about when they was coming
Man,
down.
Brown was nowhere near him.
And KD told me he was the
Because
best
you
player
can't.
that game.
Because you can't be nowhere near him if fucking there's a Steph Curry on the court
KD was
and a
KD
Klay Thompson on the
KD
court.
KD
Y'all
was
check
right.
out these highlights, bro. Y'all being disrespectful. While y'all talk, y'all check
Yeah,
out.
I love
Scotty,
Scotty. I
man.
love Scotty.
That's my guy.
Scotty
man.
real,
I'm gonna have
bro.
a drink to my G, man. That's
Look,
my
bro.
I love Scotty.
Bro,
For
y'all
real.
check Scotty out, bro.
Your
Y'all-
son, I hope your son go first round because he was cooking that Vandy. I love you,
Facts,
Scotty.
facts. Under Jerry Stackhouse, UNC Tar Heel. Come on, man. Scotty,
I
show him
love
what you
Scotty.
Scotty, show him what you're gonna do for him, Scotty. Come on, Scotty. Come on, man. Cookies, man. KD ain't doing that. KD ain't doing that. Come on, man. Come on, man. KD's not doing that.
That's
bro.
where I seen Scotty.
Look at this.
Dunk.
On Magic. Look at that. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, you can't say put KD on Magic
Come on, man. On
and
Magic.
change the whole finals.
Mark
In
Jackson.
the Showtime era by putting Scotty Pippen
Bro,
on
I
Look
feel
at
Magic.
like
this. Lead the break. And
Bro, you
one.
got to sag off him. You can't shoot like that.
Come on, bro. Yes, he
Look
can. You
at
crazy.
that. KD not doing none of that.
You
Come
sag
on,
off.
man. Magic. Come on,
We
man.
not sagging off. We ain't
Come on, man.
sagging off.
Cookies.
That's what
Give me
we
that.
saying.
Thank God.
Give me that. Come on,
Nah.
man. Come on, man. And he's not 7 foot like KD, man.
7. His
Come on,
wingspan is 7'1" though.
Look at that. Give me that. Give me that.
Woo.
Come on, man. Lead the break. Go ahead, Mike. Oh, they ain't Mike. Never mind. Go ahead. Do your thing, Stay. Come on, you still. I'm out here. Lead the break.
I'm guarding
Woo.
fours. I'm out here guarding fours.
Can I ask y'all a
'Cause I'm
logical
out here guarding
question?
one of the best fours ever.
Come on, man. Look at
I'm
this.
guarding one of the best fours ever.
Can he guard Kevin Durant?
Easy.
Why? He just got Charles Barkley.
Charles is not shooting over, fading away.
But he can post you up. Post
All
you up.
that.
He can
Yeah, but
post you up.
Steph,
All right,
KD's
all right, okay.
like fading, stepping
KD
back.
not even getting the
Wow.
rock with Scotty on it.
Come on, man. Y'all crazy.
He's gonna,
Man.
he's gonna lean
He's
in
not
and
even getting
fade
the rock.
away, bro.
He's not even gonna get the rock.
Bro, you can't. He fades.
He's gonna get denied.
It's like
He's gonna get denied.
No, bro.
And he's not even an offensive
Bro.
initiator. He's gonna
Be like
easily
Kareem-
get
Thank you.
denied
Kareem shooting
because
that
Kyrie
hook.
got the
It's
ball,
like
because Harden got the
guarded.
ball, because Russ got the ball, because Steph got the ball, because Clay got the ball, because Draymond got the ball. It's gonna be easy to deny him.
They play one-on-one. He's beating him. I know that for a
I
fact.
doubt it. He's
gonna-
soft. He's a cupcake.
Basketball ain't 1-on-1. That's the first thing.
It's not, but hey, team success.
You're right. That's a fact.
Six
All right.
Yeah.
So let's go to the NFL for a little bit. Talk about NFL. Talk about the draft. Sees, I'm changing my name to the Oracle because I told you how this Justin Fields and Mac Jones situation was gonna play out. I told you. What I tell you they was gonna do.
It was gonna highlight the DUI shit.
All the bad shit about Justin Fields. It was on.
Continue to turn down. Like, what's that shit that I sent you on Twitter? That one nigga, I forget his name, man. He been on TV for 30 fucking years. I don't know why. Nigga got their face got 5 layers of skin right here. Bro.
Chris Mortensen.
Not Chris Mortensen. It was the other guy, man. I gotta show it to you, man. But like, he had him dropping as low as like 24th. Like, what are y'all talking about?
To the Steelers.
Fuck what?
But they got Mac Jones going third.
They got Mac Jones going third. They got an Alabama quarterback going third. A guy who played behind one of the greatest offensive lines in football, the greatest running games in football, and the greatest defense, where all you really have to do is game it. You really have to do is game.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I knew that it was coming when they started slotting Zach Wilson at second. I was like, what, here come the politics.
Right.
But all I heard all season was, Justin Fields was that shit. During the college season, it was Justin Fields this, Justin Fields that. Jake Fromm who? You know what I'm saying? Like,
but what is their reasoning for saying Zach Wilson is the second quarterback? Like, have you even heard a reason like he can throw it? I haven't heard one reason yet.
His number game is crazy. Dog threw for like 48 tubs for like 5,000 yards and maybe like 3 picks.
At BYU. At BYU.
Yeah, he was slinging that thing.
Not a black guy. That's what he got working for.
That's it. That's
not
it.
a Negro.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
They didn't only put Trubisky over Deshaun. They put Trubisky over Mahomes too.
And we won't even really talk about that. We don't even really talk about that.
Yeah.
Like not a black guy. That's all. Like, hey, you see him? Look, 6'2". He's tall and he's white. You know.
He said, and he's white. And he's white.
He can run a little too.
Hey, we got another one over here. Every year, bro. You just tall and white. Tall white, bro. That's it. Look, Brock Osweiler went what, second round?
Yo, he was. They wanted. My Cowboys wanted to draft him. We wound up getting Dak that year.
That's crazy. God. We wanted him. We wanted
Dak in that. Who all did they put over Dak?
They put everybody in their mama.
Everybody.
I got no 4.
Who all they put over
and
Dak?
Dak was a winner at Mississippi State. Like, was a winner.
Number one. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get ranked number one as an SEC team if you're not Alabama or LSU. Or
didn't they beat Alabama when he was at Mississippi State?
One time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
y'all think about this. Are there any project black quarterbacks, like quarterbacks they'll take in the draft as projects that are black? Have you ever heard of one? Well, have you ever heard of one?
Nah. I mean,
any draft, like
hey, Jordan Love. But how would you could specify?
Yeah.
Nothing wrong, Jordan Love. At the end of the day, you get pulled over, you black.
Right.
Listen, they took Baker,
so yeah,
Darnold, and Rosen.
That's it.
Over Lamar.
Right.
You know
right. All these guys.
Shout out to Josh Allen.
The crazy thing is, might call you a nigga. He definitely might call you a nigga. Get in a road rage incident, he might call you a nigga and pull something out on you. He just might do that.
But he leaves it all on the field. Right. But other than him, them other ones I just named, even Baker, you know what I'm saying? Not better than Lamar. Right. And how could we think that they were? We saw all of them playing college. You know what I'm saying? Like, how could we allow, again, the people on these platforms, the people with these platforms, you know what I'm saying? How can we allow them to tell us what we just didn't see?
Why do we give them
3 years?
Why do we give them those kind of qualifications that are trusting our own eyes? Like you said, we watch these people play.
Right.
Like Florida quarterback, why are y'all still trying to pump him up to me for? I
Trash.
watched this man in the playoffs. I watched him. He's fucking trash. When he didn't have that talent around him, he looked trash. He's terrible. That's what I seen. Why are you
Mhm.
still pumping him up as a top 5 quarterback? Whatever.
Right.
Trash.
You're right. It's garbage.
And you notice with Justin Fields, it's nothing really tangible that they can say that takes away from him. It's like leadership. Oh, he lacks leadership. But it's nothing real tangible. Like he can't make this throw. He can't do this. It's
Right.
nothing tangible
Because
about
you
it.
can't say that.
You can't.
You can't say that because the tape shows otherwise.
Bro, Eddie can run. I think he runs like 4.48.
Come on, man.
Come
When did
on.
that become a bad thing?
Let's go, bro.
When I don't want to go down the rabbit hole,
Don't.
but it becomes a bad thing when these coaches don't know how to coach to that.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Right.
Shout out to Pete Carroll for being able to keep Russell Wilson healthy for as long as he has. That's a talent. You know what I'm saying? Because these coaches don't know how to coach that and nurture that dual ability without exposing the quarterback and getting him hurt to the point where he can't run no more. So he has to learn how to be 6'4" and white.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And that just doesn't always work out. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a fan of a pocket quarterback. I like a quarterback who can sit in there, you know what I'm saying? But Cam Newton is that. So it's not impossible. You know what I'm saying? Russell Wilson is that. It's not impossible. Patrick Mahomes is that. It's not impossible, but it has to be coached properly. And these coaches don't know how to fucking do that.
Fact.
So
Not adjust.
so the talent gets lost in keeping these fucking 65-year-old, 70-year-old white men employed. And I don't understand why that happens because these are our athletes. We train them from babies to be what they are. And then either at the point of entering high school or entering college, we just hand them off to a 60-year-old white guy
That
who
we
don't
trust.
know nothing about this man, about his athletic ability or him as a person on the inside. So how can you properly coach him? And these college coaches,
They don't.
they don't give a fuck. Man, I don't care about
It's
nurturing your
business.
game for the NFL. You can run. Well, we gonna run you
What can you
because that's
do?
gonna win me
Keep
some
me here,
games
bro.
because you're
Right.
more athletic. Right, I'm gonna keep my job. I don't give a fuck about helping you as a professional. I'm trying to keep my job. I'm specifically speaking about what was my man that coached RG3 at
Art Brown.
Art
Brown?
Brown. Yeah.
Like you didn't help that man at all. You did that man a disservice by not developing his game. But you got your job done. Like you made the amount of money that you was gonna make.
But did he really? Because the NFL is basically spread offenses now.
I think.
Yeah,
I
but
think
once you get the caveat
Hey.
about that is once you get hurt,
Hey,
you have to learn how to play in the pocket.
that's Shanahan.
And I think that that's something that coaches gotta, you know what I'm saying, like start teaching that because once they get hurt, and if they're not properly protected, if you don't have the scheme in right to properly protect
There
them,
you go. There
Yeah.
you go. Because you got to remember when he got hurt, Shanahan or whoever still had Kirk Cousins doing the same freaking scheme for the most part. So like
Right.
you said, that shows you right there they can't adjust the scheme to fit the quarterback.
so
Man, that was an accident waiting to happen. Do y'all know how bad Washington's turf is?
No, I haven't been there. I haven't.
Man, they NFL players talk about that, bro.
For real?
Like, they be saying like they turf be crazy, like this. Yeah, that was bound to happen, so to speak. With his play calling, field like Rose.
Yeah.
And see how players get minute restrictions now.
Yeah.
Imagine what Derrick Rose's career been like. He could just do what Kawhi and them boys be doing, just chilling.
I think with Derrick Rose, because of how explosive he is, I think his body was just bound to shut down anyway. Like I think the Zion the same way is like.
Hope not, man.
maybe he's got his out the way. Maybe he's gotten his out the way, but you know, with guys like that, just the way they land, Russell Westbrook, the way they land, and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That can be tough on those guys. So we got left. Oh, we got Kobe. Space Jam. You seen the Space Jam 2 trailer?
Yeah, I seen that, man. Your boy Don. What's it, Cheeto?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
How you think that's gonna be compared to the old one?
Man, ain't nothing gonna be like the first one.
Mhm.
So I hope at the end of the day, I hope it's good. I hope it's good, like so I can remember it like the first one. But we gonna see. What you think?
Yeah, I think I like it. I think it's gonna be tough. I think it's gonna be cool, man. Look like it's gonna be dope. my daughters, they like it. So you know, if anything, it's just a good movie for them to see. I think like but anytime you got that Mike and LeBron, you know what I'm saying, it's always gonna be that comparison there. So I hope people just enjoy it and don't try to nitpick at it like, oh, Mike did this better, or you know what I'm saying? Like just enjoy it as a movie for the family, you know. And
Yeah,
I don't want that shit to be on first take, like, oh, LeBron,
do that,
Mike,
bro.
yeah, like Mike would have did it this way, or he would have had this Looney Tune helping him, or
Well,
like,
This is
bro,
what
just
well,
we're
enjoy the
doing.
movie, bro.
well,
Yeah,
why,
like, bro, just
why
enjoy the
even
movie, bro.
set yourself up for that, King James? Why even set yourself up for that?
I
This is
mean, bro,
That's the
we
only
all love Mike, bro. We all love
that's
Mike
the
growing
only
up,
thing,
bro.
man. You want to get out of this man's shadow so bad, but you keep creating it.
But he really doesn't. You know he doesn't want to. You know he doesn't want to.
Whoa, that's weird. That is weird.
He loves the attention. You know he loves the attention.
So why are we giving him a pass for it?
That's why.
You wanted to make Space Jam, well, make Space Jam. And if it ain't Space Jam, then I'm going to say it ain't Space Jam.
But
Because
see
you
that.
could have made,
But what?
you could have made Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 4. You could have did anything. You decided to do what, Mike? That's worse than Kobe gripping the shorts and chewing the gum real hard.
Mhm.
Like, you could have did a million movies.
Mhm.
You had to do that one. That one. What's another good basketball movie? What's your favorite sports movie, Hall?
Mm.
Any sport.
It's not Space Jam. Not loving basketball. Might be loving basketball. Might be loving basketball.
Loving basketball. That's a good. I'll take that.
Might be loving basketball.
There's a movie called Wildcats. It's an old '80s movie.
Oh, I remember that.
Goldie Hawn's and
Remember that.
Wesley Snipes, Woody Harrelson. I like that. That's my go-to sports movie. There was another one that's good too.
I got one on the low, a sneaky one on the low. I'm gonna let you go get yours off.
No. Wildcats is mine. You know what I'm saying?
I like Glory Road too, because anytime we get to stick it to the white man, I like that. Like Glory Road too. I like that
I
one.
love the. I like the Earl Manigault movie too.
Yeah.
Rebound. That was the shit. Yeah, Rebound was the shit. Rebound was the shit. Mighty Ducks. What does Mighty Ducks go on that? What tiers
It's
Mighty
in my
Ducks
top
on?
11. It's
Yeah,
in my
11.
top 11. I like Mighty Ducks, but I like Mighty Ducks 1. I don't like 2 and 3 as much as I like 1.
I definitely like
Rudy.
3. Definitely like 3. Yeah, Rudy's tough.
I like
Any Given Sunday. Where is that?
I like that one too.
Where is that?
Above the Rim.
Oh shit! Yeah, definitely above the rim.
Above the
Definitely
Rim
above the
top
rim.
5.
Say nuts, so.
What about
The program is top 15.
Program?
Um,
Shit, is another movie. Fucking.
Y'all say Blue Chips?
No,
Blue
she
Chips
said
in my
Blue
top
Chips
5.
yet.
Blue Chips in my top 5. Yeah. Ooh, that's a good.
No. Blue Chips.
Oh, what about what was the documentary? The
Rocky is in my top 5.
Like Rocky?
Which documentary? Is it Michael
documentary?
Jordan?
No, the one that with the two boys that played high school. Arthur Agee. Hoop Dream.
yeah.
Hoop Dream.
Hoop Dreams.
I like
Yeah,
Hoop Dreams, but also on my top
Good
5,
show.
and I think I've already named 5 for my top 5. Shuttle. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that? It's breaking up.
Huh?
Can you hear me? Breaking up a little bit.
Man, that shit freeze.
Yeah, it froze a little bit. Trying to kick back in. Come on, y'all. All right, we're good. Y'all can hear me now? Damn. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. All right. All right. What was we talking about?
I don't remember. Let me go back to the outline.
Give me 1 second. 1 second.
KD is hurt, bro. Shit.
He hurt?
Yes. Fuck.
Hurt for. I just seen him hooping the other night, man. That boys. It's crazy as hell for that, bro. I'm just ready to tell you, a wild nigga. There's no way that man touches that boy.
Hey,
Yo.
how serious is a thigh contusion? It doesn't sound serious.
Nah, not really. Like a bruise. It's like a bruise. Who got a thigh?
I had a hip contusion in football back in like 8th grade. But
Okay.
your boy, Cupcake, Mr. Softy.
I don't let my man use his PTO, man.
Ah!
My man uses PTO, man. Everybody need to use their PTO, man.
Mm-hmm.
You were talking about favorite sports movies. That's what we were talking about.
Yeah, I'm going with my top 5 in no particular order. Above the Rim is up there. Earl the Goat Manigault is up there. Wildcats is up there. Damn. There was another one that we just named. We got it already. But I like the gritty ones.
Sunset Park. Sunset Park up there.
Top 15.
Definitely Sunset Park.
Time to get live, time to represent.
Facts. That was a cultural. That's a culture
Yeah.
influence. That's influence.
A man who played in it with the goggles would go on to be the hardest gangster to ever act in movies.
Listen, did you just see that the Jank 50 posted of him though? Is that the same dude? Busy? That's the one from Lockdown, right? That's the same dude that was in Lockdown.
He played in The Wood and he played in Dope.
He played in Lockdown too, didn't he?
I don't remember like that.
That was state. Yeah, he played in You never seen Lockdown? Come on, BET.
Mm-mm.
The dude, he was a swimmer. The dude from The Wood. He was a swimmer. And he got locked up. All three of them, they were friends. They got locked up. And the short dude, Stacy, he ended up getting turned out in jail by like some KKK dudes.
Oh, damn.
And he ended up killing one of them at the end of the movie and stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah, they showed him get raped and everything, bro. That shit was crazy. Like that Lockdown, that movie crazy as fuck.
Ooh.
That shit crazy.
Shout out to Sauce, man. My man Dre said you look like West Side Gun.
I don't even know what that is, but
You're not familiar with West Side Gun, huh?
no, sir. I listen to the same 5 songs every day. And he ain't in there.
Well, if you get around to ever, listen to something different other than the same 5 songs, there's a rap group called Griselda, and they are amazing.
I heard it was tough. Yeah, I heard it was tough.
Sure.
Definitely it was tough.
Pretty good.
I know Kobe 60-point game last Tuesday, April the 13th. Last game, April 13th. That was it, right? Y'all remember what y'all was doing around that time?
Funny story.
His last game. He's 60.
That's the one he dropped 60?
Yeah, his last game.
On a fine Gordon Hayward.
Yeah.
He got the bag after that.
I was on my way to my man's Dre house. Somebody said he looked like West Side Gun. I was on his house to watch the game. Me and my man Lou, and we got caught on Little Creek Road. You know where the train come right by the Wendy's?
Mm.
We got caught by that train. and I missed like the first 4 minutes of the first quarter. I was pissed, you know what I'm saying? But got to the crib, you know what I'm saying? And it was pretty pedestrian first quarter, but I was happy with that. I was like, man, go ahead, sit down with your little goddamn going 11 points, man. You know what I'm saying? Be happy with that. That was what a way to go out. I figured that was gonna be how the game went, but that nigga turned it the fuck up. And I've never that's my favorite player. I'm a Kobe guy, and for him to go out like that, that was a fucking maze balls, man. That shit.
Do you think it? Because a lot of people saying like he went 24 for 48 or something like that. But when you look at it, that's not really a bad percentage. That's like 48%. It's not really
remember.
It's not really bad though.
When shooting 40% was admirable.
That's what I'm saying. That's not bad. So when people say he took 50, I'm like, well, yeah, but he made 24 of them. He didn't really shoot threes either.
For the people that say that, I asked them, do you have the physical stamina to put up 50 shots?
Even do a left hand layup.
You don't got to make none of them. You can go over 50. Can you shoot 50 shots in 48 minutes? It's if you definitely don't hoop like all the time, you can't do that shit.
Right.
Especially against a defender. Don't let me add that into the equation. Now do it with a defender. Shoot 50 times in 48 minutes with a defender. Can't do it. You can't even get up 50 shots.
I was so mad when he did that. Like, not in a good, but not like in a Hayward way. But I was like, yo, Hayward, max. He let Kobe give him 60. Like, how is Kobe?
In a W.
Yeah. Yo, I was like, yo, this one, because when you talk to overseas players, like they all hate, like, man, like he getting paid this. That's what's on my mind. Like, he getting paid a max. Hawk, you feel me on that? You know, like, get a max to get.
He been robbing. Gordon Hayward been robbing the league since that day.
That's what
since that day. That shit is crazy. So this, you know what? Because that was the same night, 73-9, right? That was the same night, same exact night.
Man.
You know what else is funny about that year? I had a Groupon for Lakers Wizards game, like $30. But funny that you said that about the PTO. I was real picky with my PTO, and I would have had to use the PTO to drive to DC. You know what I'm saying? Because I got off work at like 9 p.m. So I'd have to take basically either the whole day off or the first half of the day off to drive to DC to make it to the game. And I was like, nah, I don't want to use my PTO. That day before the game was when he announced his retirement. That's when he said, this is my last year. That game, he gave the Wizards like 30. You know what I'm saying? So I could have witnessed that. I never seen Kobe play live. I could have witnessed him get the Wizards 30. You know what I'm saying? I think it was on Bradley. It would have been on Bradley. It was on Bradley Bill. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, give Bradley Bill 30. I could have watched Kobe Bryant give Bradley Bill 30. And his
Bradley Bill, bitch.
Man, shit.
Well, you said that with some emotion. He said Bradley Bill, bitch.
Little guy, man. Cause man, I'm trying to get an interview with that nigga, man. And gave me with the fuck, man. You could at least say no, sir, no.
Nigga shook his head.
Yeah, nigga frowned and shook his head. I said, and kind of like raised his head too, like he was above me. Like, all right, nigga, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Never been the same with Bradley Bill, man. And I used to respect him. You know who I got a bad rep with the guys, man. Niggas at ESPN hate my guts. You know what I'm saying?
They shouted you out though. What, last week?
Aaron Hines a cool white guy. He did his thing, but I've had bad run-ins with those guys, man.
Yeah, that's a fact. What y'all looking forward to this week? What y'all looking forward to?
I just want the Cowboys, you know what I'm saying, to make a solid decision, you know what I'm saying, as to what we plan to do with the draft. Like I go to sleep and wake up thinking about that shit all the time, man. Like I really want Surtain. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really sold on JC. You know what I'm saying? But whatever, man. Like, please don't get a tight end. Please
bro, if you go tight end, you gotta grab him. You gotta grab Richard Sherman or something.
Man, Richard Sherman, man.
It's better than who you gonna
All
put,
ass
man?
niggas better stay on
Who you
tour.
gonna
Like
put
you
Anthony
said.
Yeah,
Brown?
I'll take 13. I'll take 13.
Right, man. Like to do the right thing. That is
I want
the right
13.
thing. That is.
I think this is like the Zach Martin draft when we just got to make the right pick.
right.
Make
You
the
just
sexy
gotta
pick.
make the
Just
right,
make the right pick.
man. And like,
No,
I-
make a sexy pick.
Paul, who you like, bro?
Cowboys. But see, I'm almost off the fence, bro. I'm almost off the fence for real. I'm almost off
They
the
do it
fence.
to me every year. I'm down here in Florida. I got a Jaguars jersey somewhere in here. They do it to me every year. They make me not want to be a fan.
Yeah. Niggas gotta win something, bro. Like something, bro. God damn.
Like,
Just get to the bowl. You ain't even gotta win the Super Bowl. Just get to that motherfucker, bro. Get there.
but then, in all fairness, Dez caught it.
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
he did catch that, bro.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So,
But
what
why dad try to reach anyway? That's what niggas be retarded. That's why you know niggas just be retarded.
You know he done that earlier.
Niggas
That
is selfish.
He was doing that all year, bro.
That's a good look. That's a football move.
But you
that
gotta,
should have solidified it.
you gotta
Him
admit, he
reaching
was
should
doing
have
that all
solidified
year.
That's a football move.
He was
caught
doing
the
that
ball,
all year.
and then he tried to score.
I think he done that
Tried to,
earlier that year
man.
versus the Giants.
I've seen it a few times.
Yeah,
You know what
they
I'm
let
saying?
it ride then. So it was like, okay, let's do it now. They've been letting it ride.
It's a bad call, man.
Hey,
The ref
man,
made a
man
bad
caught the
decision.
ball in the dough for the end zone. How's that not?
That's a football move. That should have solidified the
Man, I about
catch.
got in a fight with my own cousin off that, bro. I
Yeah,
know that day he called me. I'm like, bro, I know what I saw with my eyes. I don't care what I called, bro.
well,
Do
I
y'all
never.
think it's really just a hip contusion,
Who was that? KD?
a thigh contusion? Do you really think that's just it?
I mean, it could. You know, he only like 12 pounds, so it could be. You know, could
Right.
be. He about my size
Uh,
plus a whole foot.
6'11", 185.
Yeah, he might
Whatever,
can't bench
man,
shit,
but-
so it might. You never know with him, bro.
Again, your best ability is availability.
The nigga could have dropped his phone on his hip and that shit broke his shit.
Look,
Now you got Blake Griffin out there.
say
trying
what
to
you
win.
want, man. Shooting over anybody.
He's a buck. He's definitely a buck. He's a buck for sure.
Hey,
He's
now
a
you
buck
can
for
do
sure.
a watch.
He's a buck for sure. Man, I appreciate y'all fellas joining me today.
No,
Much
it's
love,
always,
man.
always a pleasure.
Yes, sir. Oh, make sure you get your Twitter handle, Instagram, whatever. People follow you. You know, you see the episode.
Sir. Todd Jeffries 5. Go give me a follow on Twitter.
It's a quality follow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And engage with my guy. You know, he got a lot of good convo for you. We had to get you back on. Man. Nice meeting you, all that.
It was love.
See, he's my guy, Maury Lake Teller, region champs this week. We
Boy,
in
look
there.
at that, boy. Look at that.
Woo!
I heard a lot of talk, man. It was good to see. The last time I was actually, wrap up real quick, but the last time I was at Deep Creek Field was my nephew last game, Tavion Robinson, and they didn't come home with a W. Deep Creek was, y'all know the history is a great quality school, you know what I'm saying? We could have beat them, you know what I'm saying? We could have won that game, but, you know what I'm saying, we didn't. So to see, you know what I'm saying, my Commodores take care of business.
Had to say that for last. Like you said, we heard a lot of talk. Maury
Lot of
gonna win
talk.
again. But I put it out and I just retweeted it. I put it out in February. I said, Maury, they gonna win region 3rd year in a row. Like, bro, I know sports, bro. That's why I get paid and y'all don't talk about it.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's
Yeah, man. Yep, but yeah, man. Gotta do this again, fellas. Y'all have a good Sunday, man.
dope.
All right, man. Enjoy the rest of this game, man. Hopefully Cupcake will be right back.
Going, man. All right, fellas.
All right.